Spring is going to hit a little different this year because we're all finally starting to get back outside and see friends again. No matter where your adventures take you, bring the comfort and style of Mack Weldon along for the ride. Whether it's their hoodies, polos, tees, or active shorts, everything in the Mack Weldon collection mixes and matches seamlessly to fit in with any other products you have. I'm ready to spring clean my wardrobe and fit in some Mack Weldon's Ace sweatpants or a Vesper polo. Look fresh, feel fresh, get it. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit in everything they make. From working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. And with Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's free loyalty program, you get free shipping for life. Mack Weldon wants you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hey everybody, welcome, Drunken Peasants Podcast 874. Doing it live, here again, Scoot Asterios, back again. Welcome everybody. So, I'm terrified and excited at the exact same time. As many of you know, Actual Mania happens tomorrow. Pre-show starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I was recently contacted by the anonymous Actual Mania donator, and there's a few pieces of information that I am now contractually obligated to share with everyone here. So as many of you know, it had been announced earlier that we were going to induct the first ever member of the Actual Mania Hall of Fame tomorrow. And none of us knew who it would be, and I was sent this little promo for us to watch to show us who is getting inducted tomorrow.
Yeah.
So this should be interesting. Check this out.
Billy is the boss right now. Look at this shit.
Whoa!
That's a man drinking right there, y'all.
Tequila's right there in a whiskey. Chase it with that whiskey,
Look at man. Look at him. Looking like all cute and stuff and vomit in his throat. He just keep going because he's the boss.
Whoa. Wow. Disliked, unsubbed, fuck him.
Let's turn around. There you go. Oh, fuck. You fucking tits. You're such a fucking perfect tits, bitch. Oh, fuck.
Come and fucking save me now.
So they're basically telling me that it would be funny to play a piss joke on me. And I go to the bathroom, I do take a piss, but not...
I was there.
Is that Das Boot?
Yeah, it was full of puke.
Oh! You just drank puke? Oh, God! And he's putting a gun in a woman's face. Charming.
Love, YouTube, love the fans. We're coming back. He's not doing it alone. I'm riding his coattails to the top. I'm not going down those stairs when you're sucking me, dude.
It's iffy if I know I'm a big fat fucking elephant on the floor. and Ben's in the corner, sitting
This is when we were
crisscross
stuck in an elevator
applesauce
for
in his
an hour.
Porno.
So the first ever inductee into the Actual Mania Hall of Fame, Billy the Fridge. Billy the Fridge. Congratulations, Billy.
Congrats.
So you'll be officially inducted into the Hall of Fame tomorrow at Actual Mania Mania, and you can catch it live if you sign up on our Patreon or subscribe to our $5 or more. Gets you a front row seat. Also, another announcement. Our world champion, Casey Tron, will be defending her newly won title for the first time ever at Actual Mania Mania, and it had been said that it was a mystery opponent that was going to take on Casey Tron. Well, that opponent has been revealed. The surprise opponent of Casey Tron is Betty the Fridge, which is...
Oh, my...
Which may or may not be Billy the Fridge in drag. Maybe, maybe not. Betty the Fridge.
Isn't Billy the Fridge in drag just Shanny for Christ? Didn't we establish that?
Yes. Yes. And also, earlier in the night, before the world title match happens, Egghead, Mickey Richards, Lucas Werner, and I can't remember who else.
KJK.
KJK will be going up to win.
How many people can you keep naming where the combined number of times they've had sex is 0? You're 444 right now. I'm shocked. Keep going.
So... whoever wins that fatal 4-way match will get what we call currency in the account, money, basically.
For the record,
Circle R.
For the record, Egghead was married, so the amount of times
I know he was.
The amount of times somebody's had good sex can still be 0. But we know for a fact Egghead had terrible sex.
No, we don't.
I do have
we don't know that. We know he was married.
I do have a promo for Mickey Richards that we'll watch later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. One last Patreon-related thing to promo for all of you. After this episode tonight, we will be going live over on Vimeo. We will be doing a live movie review, a classic public domain movie. It's called A Bucket of Blood. A Bucket of Blood.
Oh.
It's a very old, it's like a 60-year-old horror movie.
Wow.
And people were like, why don't you watch good movies? Because good movies will get us copyright claims. Old public domain movies, not so much. It'd be like asking Mystery Science Theater to watch good movies. There's a reason why they watch those old crappy movies.
When I do them with Adam, people are like, "Oh, do Citizen Kane." I'm like, "You don't understand what we're doing. Right? We're making jokes on bad movies."
I don't know. I feel like it'd be great to watch Citizen Kane and just tear it apart and look like the biggest doofus.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't actually Citizen Kane, but it was just like do Requiem for a Dream. I'm like, okay, that's not going to be as fun as you think it is.
What if it's Raising Citizen Kanes?
What if Raising Citizen Kanes was a Muslim chicken?
Oh my God. Yeah, so tonight we're doing the live movie review. That's for all of our patrons, $10 or more. If you're free tonight and you're not a patron, sign up now. You'll get the show that we're doing tomorrow. You'll get the movie review, and you can go back and binge watch all the stuff over the last several years.
Yeah, that's an easy $10 right there.
Easy.
Even if you have to sit through this obvious denigration of Billy the Fridge.
Hey,
this is really unfair.
We can't have a Hall of Fame without Billy the Fridge.
Is denigration where we make you more white?
Is that possible?
That joke's a real thinker, but I'm proud of it.
Also, watching bad movies produces great content.
Thank you. And actually, I believe Eduardo Garcia, because he didn't have the time to be on any episodes, I think he might be joining us for Actual Mania tomorrow, I believe. I think so.
Will anyone else be joining you for Actual Mania?
You will, Scott.
What?
You will.
Get out of town.
Yes. It's going to be insane.
We're gonna rely on you, Scott, to roast the Hall of Famer, like they always have the roasting of the Hall of Famers.
I'm up for it. I don't know how I'm gonna find anything to make fun of, but
I know.
I guess I'll work all night and see if I can find one thing.
I know.
Let's check out antagonism because we've got some people trying to antagonize us. Here we go. Antagonize us.
I should turn off that goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. TP, are they going to touch me?
Love that. Please hit the like button, by the way, and also we have this goal that we meet every week. Today's the second show of the week, so if you can help us get to 50% before the end of this stream, it would help out tremendously. Just use the link in the description, use Streamlabs, and it'll help us get closer to the goal. So,
yeah.
Speckzo, you know how he always says that he's just going to ignore us and not talk about us, and then he makes another video about us? He saw the episode where Vosh was on.
Oops.
So let's hear what he has to say. You know, the people that are on Nick Fuentes's balls, or lack thereof, they all use the exact same words. They literally all they're like a collective consciousness.
It's groupthink.
Yeah,
it's like the worst Borg in the world.
It's true.
It's like a dumb Borg.
It's like a virgin incel Borg.
But it makes sense because when something is so stupid and pathetic, there's not a lot of variations on it. You know, it's like there's 31 flavors of ice cream at Baskin Robbins.
They always say
there's one type of tapioca.
There's one flavor of alt-right idiot.
Yeah.
They always call us dysgenic, which is a word that pretty much only Nazis use. And then they always say, "Oh, we're living rent free in your head." It's like, well, couldn't we say the same thing about you since you're talking about us?
Weird, like you're because we thought about you.
Yeah, as they're making a video or commenting on our video or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, we could easily say the same thing about you. It's such a dumb saying.
Yeah.
And then they always do this like. They'll comment pretending like they didn't know who Nick Fuentes or Speckzo is, and they'll be like, "This Nick Fuentes guy seems very cool. Where can I find his channel?" They'll do that.
If somebody thinks they're living rent free in my head, like it's our gig to talk about people.
Right.
So if you are living rent free in our head, you're sleeping on the casting couch, Papa.
Yeah. Also, if you're in my head, I'm charging.
There's a moratorium on evictions currently. Here's Speckzo talking about
my brain
us.
is rent controlled.
So these two sloppy, dysgenic, disgusting freaks have a podcast called The Drunken Pedophiles. I mean, The Drunken Peasants.
Okay. Says the guy
Hold on, what's the name of what show am I doing right now?
Says the guy.
You know, Scott.
Says the guy who says the Catholic Church molestation rates are over exaggerated.
Yeah.
And then also Nick Fuentes defended Matt Gaetz and was like, what's up with this age of consent thing anyway?
Oops.
Yes.
So how do they get to throw that word around?
Yeah.
They even have a hot take on rapist priests.
Yes.
They're like, there's not as many of them as you think.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's actually one guy doing it a lot of places, not a lot of guys.
No, it's a lot of guys actually doing it a lot of places each as well, though. Like it's.
Oh, I see.
They just move the guys that get caught for it to other places, and they do it again in those new places.
I thought it was just one guy getting moved a lot.
It's
not
multiple people getting moved a lot.
I see.
Yeah, so it's a compound issue, I think.
And they've been obsessed with me, and I've been living rent-free in their heads for like 6 months now.
Obsessed.
And I guess they first heard about me because they were looking up Stop the Steal Rally stuff.
No.
We first heard about you because you thought meeting Nick Fuentes was equivalent to the first time you kissed your wife. And that was hilarious. Let the record show that's funny.
Almost everything we watch is curated by our audience. We didn't find you. Someone else thought you're an idiot and sends us your videos. They even clip them.
Here's the extent of the research that goes on. Someone stumbles on your bullshit, sends it to Ben, says, "Look at this dummy," and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way of summarizing it. And by the way, I see Joe in the chat. Joe Asterios told me he misses getting text messages from you. So if you can text him again.
No, I said I hope I missed the text messages from
Lost in translation.
Total leftist.
Sophia
They used to be
Coppola.
associated with the amazing atheist guy who was the guy who would make videos trying to convince people to stop believing in God. And
Not
then he had
true.
that scandal where he like shoved a banana up his ass, and
It wasn't a scandal. He actually handled it way better than anyone else probably would have handled
Yeah, it was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen from somebody who had a banana in their ass, playing it off so perfectly.
He was just like, yeah, I did it, and I liked it.
Yes, that's so gangster.
these people
That's gangster.
are just as degenerate, and they're like, I guess they're, I don't know what their ideology is. I'm guessing they're kind of like leftist libertarian types or whatever, but they're
Leftist libertarians?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is just everything that isn't far right the same to him?
Basically.
Degenerates, super low IQ. They would talk about me in their podcast all the time, and they would play my videos on their podcast starting like 6 months ago.
Yes.
And I responded once.
That's not true. You've responded multiple
Yeah,
times.
you had to tell yourself you wouldn't respond again, and then still responded multiple times
Yes.
afterwards.
Yeah, it wasn't just once.
So,
we're the low IQ ones, but you don't even know how to count.
no, he knows how to lie, though.
Yes.
And that takes a high IQ to lie. Well, no, it really doesn't.
Destroyed them and made them look like the retards that they are. And then they kept responding to me, and then I just realized that they're just really dumb. And
Yes.
it's just not getting anywhere, so I just stopped engaging with them like I usually do. It originally I was like, you know what, maybe it's like some clout or something.
Oh yeah, here's another thing. They talk shit about our lack of views or engagement or whatever, but Nick Fuentes gets none of that. He had to create his own website because he gets kicked off of every platform he's on.
Yeah, I hear Nick Fuentes is getting very little YouTube engagement lately. Is that true?
Yeah.
Like that, but they have
I do like how you refer to Speckzo as they, though. They or them, respecting.
Oh, of course. I'm respecting.
He strikes me as a they them, don't you think?
Yeah, that's kind of you.
over 100,000 subscribers, and their podcasts get like 8,000 views. So nobody's watching them. Apparently, they used to be real.
8,000 views doesn't mean nobody's watching.
And
for the record, it's always the people who get like 200 views a video that want to talk shit that we only get 8,000 or 10,000 views a video. It's always like that. I don't get it.
Really popular. So I know that they talked about me like at least a dozen times over the last 6 months, and
At
I
least,
just have
yeah.
not engaged or responded in any way because the opinions of
That's not
degenerates
true.
mean
Yeah,
literally
you're-
nothing to me. So the reason I'm responding now is because they brought Vosh on, or fat gay retard, and he's also disgusting
Classic
leftist pedophile sympathizer.
FGR.
No. If you defend the Catholic Church, the molestation in the Catholic Church, then you're actually a Plato sympathizer.
Oops. Ooh, you're live streaming.
And defender.
I mean, I like Plato's philosophies. Does that make me a Plato sympathizer?
Yes.
But he actually has autism, I guess, or I don't know. He's able to actually formulate sentences and actually have decent arguments sometimes, or at least make something that sounds like arguments, whereas these people are just completely low IQ idiots that have no idea what they're talking about at all. So I'm interested
We really made him mad. He's really mad.
to see what this guy said about me, because apparently they're watching the book review. Out of all the videos I do, they're watching the book recommendation.
Yeah, because we knew you would recommend Nazi books. That's why.
Were you right?
Basically.
So I made a video about when I went to the Stop the Steal rally, and this guy right here who looks like a morbidly obese Mark Cuban who's on hormone replacement therapy.
Oh, that's so kind.
I talked about how
That's
I was with
that's
my
not bad.
Yeah.
dad
guy's
and my
worse.
father-in-law, and he was like, "Dad and father-in-law? How does that work? Are they like gay together?" And the other guy was like, "No, it's his wife's dad." And he was like, "Oh, I don't know how that works. I'm not married."
So at this point now, I've completely like ditched my dad and my father-in-law, and they went to the car to get the sandwiches that we bought. So they're calling me and they're like, all right, we're going to go eat.
Can we pause?
Oh shit, that was
for a second.
Okay, I was like, whoa,
His dad and father-in-law.
Yeah, they were there. You mentioned them earlier too, but only...
Are they like married? The dad and father-in-law? Are they like boyfriend?
His wife's
okay.
Dad and his dad were together.
Sorry, I don't have a wife. I don't know how.
I don't know what they're doing.
That was funny. That was a funny joke.
Doesn't believe that.
I'll tell you what. That is a handsome fish. I'll tell you.
I mean, not a lot of fishes have like a real distinguished face, and that one does.
Which one's the fish?
Of course,
both of them.
And
Pick the
this
fish.
guy, I believe, also allowed his two gay friends to have sex in his house. Or
he's really upset about
true,
that.
Yeah, the gay sex stuff was true.
Sex without his permission, and he just was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. No big deal." So they're complete degenerates, no morals, no standards, don't believe in God. So obviously their opinion means nothing.
I believe I'm
none
God.
Of these
Get it right,
I don't know who this fucking 87-year-old boomer is, but I guess he's one of the guests. But I'm interested to see what Vosh has to say.
He made a video about the first time he met Nick Fuentes, and he compared asking Nick Fuentes to take a selfie with him to him asking his wife on their first date if he could give her a kiss.
So he's saying that I made a video and I compared meeting Nick Fuentes for the first time and asking him for a picture to the first time that I went to kiss my wife, which was clearly a joke.
Oh no!
Was it? I feel like it was said pretty earnestly.
Yeah, it definitely was said earnestly. He was in a very open, happy, excited place of mind when he was saying it. He was like, he was not joking. And by the way,
because even if he was joking, it would be like a cell phone kind of joke, and he doesn't strike me as the guy who would even do a self-deprecating joke.
Yeah.
Like he has to stay on guard at all times, so I don't see him even doing that kind of joke.
Yeah, he's doing the Nazi thing of like, you caught me, I was joking, bro. It's not real, bro. I wasn't really heiling Hitler, bro. I was doing the okay sign as a joke, bro. Okay, bro.
Yeah.
You are a joke, bro. Doesn't mean everything you say is a joke.
The context of that was that I was starstruck by Nick Fuentes.
That's the sad and funny part.
Yeah, even that. Even if it wasn't the same as meeting your wife, the fact you were starstruck by a Nazi.
And that I was trying
That's not great.
Rile myself
Not
up
even one
to
of the
ask-
good ones. Like if I met Hitler, all right, if I met Hitler, for one, I'd be like, how is this happening?
Okay,
How is this
I'm
happening?
getting an autograph, obviously.
Yeah,
obviously.
But like even then, I don't think I'd be starstruck. I'd be like, dude, you're kind of a prick, right? I think I would be like that. I don't know. I've never met him. But Nick Fuentes, come on.
For a picture because I was nervous that he was going to say no, and I jokingly compared it to when I tried to kiss my wife for the first time. Obviously, as a joke.
What do you mean tried to?
I missed, but you know.
Yeah, I went in for the kiss. I ended up headbutting her.
He's like Skippy.
Luckily, she's a Samoan, so she didn't feel it.
Mention this like
she was fine,
7
yeah.
times now, which and they do this a lot where they're like, oh, he wants to have sex with Nick Fuentes, and it's like, but you guys are.
I mean, he wants to have sex with Nick Fuentes, right? We can all agree.
Is he gonna deny it? Because I thought he was gonna deny it, but then he said he went from he wants to have sex with Nick Fuentes to but like he's not denying it yet.
All right, let's see what he says. Let's say
like super okay with that. You guys are. You guys would be fine if that was the case. You love homosexuals, right? But they use it as like an insult.
Yes. No, it's not an insult. It's an observation.
Yeah. We are pro-gay, and you are gay for Nick Fuentes. We are pro your gayness for Nick Fuentes.
We are pro-gay. You are amateur gay.
It just makes no sense. So I thought that I would just do this video and give a few recommendations. Obviously not everything. There's a lot of books that I can't recommend for certain reasons publicly, but
I like how he puts that out there. You know,
If you get on his Telegram, he will send you a great list of Nazi reading material.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have to talk. Is the reason you reference Telegram is Telegram bad now?
It's just what the alt-right uses because it's encrypted.
Okay. Don't give it to them. We had it first. The alt-right does not get Telegram. No furries. It was the official messaging app of furries and ISIS, and in my case, both. But it was ours first. The alt-right does not get it. They can't have it.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over to this video on his channel with a sock account and be like, "Hey, these DP guys are pretty cool. Where can I find their channel?" and then I'll also use another one and be like, "Rent free in your head, rent free in your head, Speckzo."
But now that you said that publicly, he's gonna know.
True, but that involves him like putting pieces together, and that seems beyond. But question to what he was talking about earlier: did they stop the steal?
Well, I think some of them still believe, like they still believe that it's going to happen.
I put the video in the chat if anyone wants to go and leave a comment. It'd be cool.
There's the Arizona situation is pretty interesting. Like that's the next
Arizona situation.
Yeah,
I think that makes him look better.
Well, obviously the books I was referring to were Pinheads and Patriots and Rant Nation, but I didn't want to. That's like a little too extreme for some people, so I didn't want to, But honestly, they're probably
is it because they're for Nazis? Is that why they're too extreme?
Pinheads and Patriots. What's that about?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I don't know. I'm not an expert when it comes to Nazi literature. Let's take a look.
I mean, I've read them both. They're pretty
it's
good.
Bill O'Reilly's
I
book.
wouldn't recommend it.
Hold on, though.
God.
Why would Speckzo like Bill O'Reilly? Seriously.
Maybe he's Catholic.
He wouldn't.
I mean, Bill O'Reilly is Catholic, but Bill O'Reilly is like a neocon.
Also a degenerate, by the way.
Oh, look. Okay, I see. The book has seen a considerable rise in popularity starting in 2020 when paleoconservative streamer Nick Fuentes mentioned it during a super chat segment of his show, America.
So it's
that's
just
why.
a thing that Nick Fuentes told him to like.
Yeah,
he doesn't actually have his own opinions.
Another part is same thing. Earlier when I said his pronouns were they, them, it wasn't because he was trans. It was because he speaks like every single other Nick Fuentes follower, they, them. They don't get
he's
their
just
own
part
identities.
of the collective.
Yeah. They don't get their own identities around here. They've opted out.
Books I was talking about were like Mein Kampf or For My Legionaries or something like that, which that isn't even what I was referring to. What I was actually referring to was like more esoteric schizo conspiracy books that I read about like...
I mean, that's Bill O'Reilly's book. It came out a long time ago. I think like 15 years ago or so. It was advertised by Bill O'Reilly all the time. Why would you not be able to mention Bill O'Reilly's book? It doesn't make any sense. Why is that too hot for you?
TV?
Yeah. Why is that? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Look, guys, when you accused me of recommending Nazi books, I was actually just not recommending Bill O'Reilly, because I'm scared to recommend Bill O'Reilly.
Flat Earth and
That's more
fake aliens.
That's even more
human
pussified.
Sacrifice, like stuff like that isn't really something that you want to promote when you're trying to spread a political message and you tell people that you're reading all these crazy books. And I'll get more into this later, I'm sure, with what they'll say about me.
It came out 11 years ago. And I remember it because I used to, like, ironically listen to right-wing talk radio, and Bill O'Reilly was on every day.
Yeah, I also ironically listen to right-wing talk radio. And still do.
I think Bill O'Reilly's got a new book coming out called Skinheads and Skater Boys. You guys might want to check that out.
Watch this full thing.
Forward by Avril Lavigne.
All they do all the time is just call me a white supremacist, white nationalist, Nazi, all that stuff. And I'll constantly say I'm none of those things. And then they'll be like, no, but you are though. And it's just, it's nonsense. But whatever.
We watched a video of him talking about how mad he was that people call him a white nationalist, and then he spent the remainder of the video defending white nationalism. It was really weird.
They don't know. They actually don't know. I've realized this when talking with some of these guys, because they will vehemently defend, like, no, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a white nationalist. I'm not racist. They actually don't think they are.
So I watched a clip of Vosh vehemently defend owning child porn. And then they'll turn around and say, no, I'm not a pedophile. No, I'm not any of those things. They genuinely don't know. First of all, these people literally believe that any white person who doesn't hate being white is a Nazi. Anybody
That's
who is
not
in
true.
a radical leftist.
I love being white. I'm probably
same
whiter
here.
than Speckzo. I
would re-up every year on white, no question.
I will say this though. Anybody who's white that like is proud of being white, that's like proud of, I don't know, being the norm. Like it's normal to be white in America.
Oh,
We're
so
the majority.
white people are normal and not white people are abnormal is what you're
That's
saying.
what I said, yes.
Interesting. Very
It's
interesting.
like-
Revealing even, I would call it. But no, you're right. Like, to be proud of something that you were born into and required no effort or skill or doing anything good on your part shows what an absolute fucking loser you are and how you have nothing to actually be proud of in your life.
That's what I meant to say.
They also take. They also
I got you,
take,
baby.
They also take pride in the accomplishments of other white people. Accomplishments they had nothing to do with. Just because you share a skin tone remotely.
I mean, a rising tide raises all boats. I appreciate that.
You know, like Tesla, the Wright brothers, Thomas Edison, all white. I basically invented, the light bulb, airplanes.
Yeah,
Or it's BLM.
Ted Bundy. Like, I basically killed 36 women.
It's okay to like look up to people like that.
But it's not looking up to it. Be like, look at all the accomplishments of whites.
Yeah, but like,
That
why
we
you gotta make it
did.
about race?
That we did.
You
Yeah.
should look up. You should, as a human, you should be like, man, look at what humans did to get to the point where we are
Exactly.
now. And all I'm doing is sitting around complaining about how the world's no longer tailor made for me. I thought you were the
Also,
superior
PS,
race, Papa. Do something about it.
The world is still like pretty good for white people. Like, I haven't experienced a major downturn in the advantages of being white.
It's actually, the world's really good for pretty people and really good for smart people. If you're ugly,
Maybe it's
because
I'm pretty and smart. Maybe it's not because I'm white. You know what? You're right.
You're pretty and smart, Scott. That's all it is.
I believe that any white person who doesn't hate being white is a Nazi. Anybody who is in a radical leftist who supports BLM, or anybody who believes that white people are a group and have collective group interests are neo-Nazi, white supremacist, all of that stuff. And they genuinely believe this stuff.
What's your collective group interest, though? Like, every time
I don't know,
you talk
hating every other race.
Yeah, like when you stop and you're talking about being at the damn rally with your two dads, and you're listening to some guy preach, and you're bobbing your head, nodding with the guy preaching until he mentions something Jewish,
right?
And you're like, oh, that soured my opinion on
Well, I didn't
preaching.
sign up for this.
Yeah, it's just a little sus, dude. You're just a little
Pure
sus.
projection and gaslighting and like hypocrisy. And they can't see it on themselves. They have like zero self-awareness.
Zero self-awareness.
Do we need to discuss the irony, or are we good on that one? We're good? Okay.
Their
question.
brains are so warped. They legitimately, I think in their head, because everyone grows up, what is a racist? A racist is a bad person. What is a Nazi? A Nazi is a bad person. But they don't think they're bad people. Nobody thinks.
Speckzo kind of looks like a young Trumpster Bob to me. Like 40 years from now, I think he'll look exactly like Trumpster Bob.
His hair is going in that direction.
Yeah, he's got the beard now is shorter. When it starts to gray and grow longer, he's gonna be. That's cute.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Speckzo in 40 years.
So
It's gonna be very exciting.
Wait. Hold on. Our brains are so warped. This is coming from the guy who has sex with transgendered people, who has defended child porn, who is just a complete leftist who believes that every type.
He's just poisoning the well with all this. He never has he defended CP. That has never happened.
Yeah, I'm assuming he didn't. I'm like, I don't know Vosh very well, but
No.
that doesn't seem like a thing he'd really do.
He took like a debate standpoint on why it's.
That was more Destiny's thing.
Was
though.
it?
Yeah, that was Destiny. Somehow they tried to attribute it to him.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff that Vosh said that was along like the lines, but I can't quote it word for word because it was a non-issue to me.
Just interchangeable. Race just doesn't matter. There is no objective morality, but my brain is warped. Okay, and he's saying, oh, what is a racist? A racist is a bad person. A Nazi is a bad person. They don't want to be called those things because they don't believe they're bad people. It's like, no, actually, first of all, Nazi is just a linguistic trick used to silence dissent. It has literally no meaning anymore. Like,
Okay.
do I have to...
So when he says he's not a Nazi, it's because he doesn't believe the word is strong enough to compare to what he does in his life?
Exactly. Like, I believe things that Nazis believe, but Nazi is an antiquated term.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
just
a
don't
different
exist
thing. That's pretty cool.
To go into the minutia of why I'm not a National Socialist, do I have to go over what specific points of the 23-point NSDAP program that I don't agree with, or the policies of euthanasia and eugenics and other instances?
I mean, you're still Catholic, and I'm sure there's parts of Catholicism you don't agree with. I mean, there's a very liberal Pope right now. I'm sure you disagree with a lot of things he says, but you still call yourself a Catholic. So by and large, you can also still be a Nazi and not agree with everything Nazis agree with.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean...
In the Third Reich that I don't agree with to inform you why I'm not a National Socialist? No, because you don't care if I'm actually a National Socialist.
Yeah,
You
because
just call
they're
anybody
socialists.
who is
That's
white
the part I
and
don't
is
agree with.
embarrassed about being white or ashamed of being white.
But it's not just that. It's not just embarrassed to be white, which, by the way, none of us are. But you hate Jews too. Like, there's other stuff that goes along with it that also fits with the whole Nazi stereotype.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A neo-Nazi. Same thing with racism. I don't think racism makes you a bad person. I think that racism is another term, just like neo-Nazi, just like fascist, just like all of these other stupid, meaningless, arbitrary words that you just throw at anybody in place of arguments when you don't agree with them because they don't conform to your insane neoliberal, neo-Marxist worldview, whatever the fuck you are. What do you mean by...
So you don't even know what we are. You just admitted that, and you're just throwing all these buzzwords at us.
So we can't use racist anymore? That doesn't mean anything anymore? What can we use?
When you're in a cult, you know, you have to attack any dissent against your cult. And he's using the buzzwords because that's what he was told to use when somebody questions him. That's cult behavior.
Racist. Do I have blatant hatred for different racial groups? No.
You just don't want to live anywhere around them, correct? You would rather live separate from them. You would rather it be illegal for other races to live among you in society. True or untrue?
Absolutely not. I don't hate people based on what
Are you
group
asking
they
me?
belong to.
True.
But I acknowledge that there are biological and characteristic differences between groups. When you're looking at groups, you can characterize them by certain behaviors, by certain biological
behaviors. See, that's very telling.
Yeah, I wonder who did all that research. I wonder if there's a bunch of awful people who might really
Interesting.
favor that research.
A bunch of real cool scientists.
Yeah.
Logical differences, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I also believe in freedom of association, and I also believe that every racial group, every cultural group has the right to advocate for their group interests. That's what I believe in.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. As far as we had,
Cool.
Like, his video is way longer, but this is the clip that someone sent in.
Well, I'm glad that he has the right to advocate for his group's interest.
I don't want to be part of it's dumb. Like, his group is white people, according to him, right?
A Catholic.
Most people wouldn't want to be in the same. Most white people don't want to be in the same group as him. It has nothing to do with being ashamed of being white.
I would be ashamed to be associated with him. I'm not ashamed to be white.
Exactly. So I have a video of Trumpster Bob calling AOC's office. I do not believe Trumpster Bob is out of jail. I believe this is an older video. I did want to share.
Is he in jail right now?
He's in jail right now.
It does seem so, yeah.
Hell yes.
He's in jail now.
Love it.
And
you know what? That's worth cracking a new drink for.
And it's for prank calling 911, like abusing 911 operators.
He's labeled here as 5'5".
5'5", 185 pounds.
And there's another.
Those are good stats. That's a solid man.
He's a dwarf. Gimli. There was another Gimli Jones, Bobby Lee Jones.
Is he related to Bobby Lee? Is he Chinese?
He got arrested in September for the exact same thing.
And he has the exact same height and weight here as well.
Yep.
Bobby in Hidalgo County.
So probably
who's been arrested more, Bobby Lee Jones or Bobby Lee?
Has Bobby Lee been arrested?
Probably.
He seems like he would have. He's done some
Here
silly
he is.
things.
He's a comedian.
Here he is calling AOC.
They're all about trouble.
What am I gonna ask?
You've reached Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. To hear this menu in English, please press 1. Para español, por favor, presione 2.
Please do Espanol.
Hi, this is Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Thank you for calling my Washington, D.C. office. To leave a comment or suggestion, please press 1. If you're calling from other...
Thank you for calling the office of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Federal, state, and local officials have advised that social distancing is critical to preventing the spread of COVID-19. As such, staff in the Congresswoman's D.C. and district offices will shortly begin telecommuting. If you are a constituent or congressional office, please leave a message on this line. Staff will return all messages from constituents with casework needs or other congressional offices during normal business hours. Meetings and other business will be conducted by phone or video. Constituents can also access information.
Can you just say leave a fucking message and Muslim fuck?
At Ocasio-Cortez.
Damn, do Muslims really talk this goddamn much?
Good start.
Message after the tone. When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yeah, I was just wondering, when Donald Trump was talking about voter rights and how we're supposed to ID people when it comes to voting, and Miss AOC was all bashing him over that shit. Now she's all on that fucking bandwagon like it's her fucking idea. What the fuck? How do you do that? Why don't you just fucking call China and tell them to send 10 billion motherfuckers over here to vote? Because we're not going to ID them. We don't give a fuck if they're American or not.
The 2020 election, they investigated all the voter fraud, and they were able to pretty much find out all the irregularities to the point where some were just clerical errors. But it turned out that a lot of the fraud was actually leaning in favor of the right. There were...
Yeah, number one, it was the least fraudulent election of all time. 2, any fraud there was almost exclusively in favor of the Republicans.
Yeah,
like, I feel like the easiest way to disprove all this fraud bullshit is for, like, you, the person listening to this right now. You know how much of a hassle it is for you to fucking vote? God damn it. Every time I try to vote in New York, I end up going somewhere and they open up a giant book, like from the 1960s, with like dot matrix printer paper, and they're like,
hell yeah.
You're not in this book. You're in District 84. You came to District 71. I have to get back on the goddamn subway. Every time I had to vote in LA, it was a ridiculous nightmare.
Voting here in Washington State, they send you like a little letter, and you open it and you fill it out and you send it back. You drop it off at a box. It's so easy. You can do it like a month before.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like fraud to me.
Well, I think it might actually have proven to be...
There's like negligible amounts of fraud, just like most places.
But people end up voting liberal here, so it's probably rigged.
Let them vote.
Yeah, it seems fake.
Oh, what the fuck goes on?
The thing about mail-in voting was it used to be a thing that only the elderly did. So Republicans loved mail-in voting because they were well, old people can't walk. They got to mail in their fucking vote.
Yeah, and the military would do like absentee voting too.
Yeah, exactly. Only because of the pandemic was mail-in voting suddenly suspect on the right, because they realized that, like, well,
wait a minute,
not to go outside.
Democrats are going to mail in now.
Right, exactly. They're like, wait, Democrats don't want to go outside and die from this virus? Uh-oh.
What's that? It's not just old people and soldiers anymore. This is bullshit.
Yeah, and it's been all mail in here for a decade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Washington State has had all mail-in vote. You guys saved so much goddamn money not setting up 1,000 fucking polling places staffed with volunteers who don't know what they're doing. Sending me like back on the R so I could go to the wrong part of Brooklyn again.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd prefer an all female in vote, but I guess we're not there yet.
There we go.
Oh,
That would be nice.
Our fucking country. How stupid is that fucking train of thought? You dumb motherfuckers.
I forgot he was on the
That's just my
phone.
opinion. Oh, and by the way,
listen,
this Trumpster Bob, and the only thing I want from ALC is a goddamn porn movie.
Oh
Would
my!
a bitch do a fucking porn movie with me? Sucking my fucking dick, top to fucking bottom kind of shit. Because I would love to do that with this fucking bitch. In fact, I would analyze fuck her ass if that's what she wants.
If that's
I really
what she
don't like
wants.
to do that, but I would. I mean, you know, pornography. Fuck it, why not?
I love him.
Can I slap her on her titties?
Satisfied with your recording, press 1. To review it, press.
All right, I'm satisfied. Just fucking leave it. I just asked AOC if she'd do some fucking pornography with me.
Yeah, we heard you, asshole. You're like,
I get it.
taping this.
Oh, this is
We were
great.
there.
This is fun, isn't it? Fucker.
This is fun, isn't it? What, thinking about making a porn with somebody who probably thinks you're
you know what?
reprehensible?
Maybe he got sort of a monkey's paw wish. Maybe he's making a porn in jail right now.
Hey, oh, see?
See,
that was nice. That was nice.
Do we know what the prank call was to 911?
we saw a video. It may have been a different occasion, but it may have been the same, where he just called and cussed out multiple people at 911, and then the cops showed up, and he cussed them out and like locked them out of his room and was like, "Go get a warrant."
Go get them. Like, okay, we got you, Papa.
Done.
Sir, you called us. You called.
You literally called us.
It's vampire rules. You invited us.
You
in.
invited us in.
Here's the My Pillow guy getting prank called on some.
My favorite guy, Mike Pillow.
Yep, here he is.
Hello, yes, I have Mr. Trump on standby. Are you ready?
He thinks Donald Trump is coming on the line.
Is this InfoWars?
Oh, love it. It's something similar.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, everyone.
We have the president here, our real president, everyone. Hello, Mr. President.
MacronShow.com, bitches. MacronShow.com.
Okay.
All right.
I
Sorry,
guess that
folks.
wasn't. I guess that was. You see what they're doing? They're attacking us. They're attacking us.
This is what
and
they're
this is
doing.
what, I mean, that even came up. They're hacking into our phones. It came up that it was a legitimate number.
Call.
A legitimate. I know the number's coming from.
That is something hackers do. That's illegal and hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you see the childlike joy in his eye when he thought he was talking to the president?
Yeah.
I still call him
I still call him president. 45 forever. Before Donald Trump was president, like the majority of rich people in the world looked down on him as like never going to be one of them. They're like, "Oh, you're just some wannabe trash socialite rich baby that was born into money. But no, we don't respect you." He was always trying to get their respect. Then he became president, and they're like, "Okay, now you're an idiot. How'd this happen?" Some people worked with him, but even the rich seemed to not respect him anymore. And the ones that did respect him were the stupid pillow selling weirdos, right?
Yeah.
Like these are all weirdos.
Yeah. Yeah. Kooks.
Kook.
Mike Pillow here won a Razzie or two last week, I believe, for his movie.
I know. Didn't Giuliani get something?
Giuliani won Best Supporting Actor for Borat.
He might be going to jail, right? They're investigating him at least.
Yeah,
They are
actually,
investigating.
I do have an article about that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
And shout out to Joe Biden. Did you watch his speech last night?
I did not watch it. I was doing a Patreon stream for my other channel.
He's got a very interesting plan. He wants to bring jobs back. He wants to recreate the infrastructure of America.
Yeah.
And if he can push this through Congress, it'll be nice. Bring back the middle class. We'll see if that happens. I doubt it.
Oh man, remember the middle class? Those good times.
It's good. I remember I used to be middle class for like 5 years, and then they started.
Yeah, I was
cutting
too for a
stuff.
minute.
I was middle class once. Now I'm low class.
You're classless.
You're like school in the summertime.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can get this through as quick as he can. If he gets it through quick, we might see some people getting rich, not off Bitcoin, not off crypto, not off crippling those below them. We'll see.
Let's watch some weird public freakouts.
Your people
Is this a DMV?
Your people are telling you that I
Looks
gotta
like it,
go
yeah.
2 more hours into this when I have 8 hours into it already. Yes, you too. You too. And I want to talk to your boss.
I am.
You're the boss? Well, who is your boss? You may be the boss of this.
The president is my boss.
You know what? I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna give you my business cards. You call the Department of Public Safety, you make sure you use my name.
You got a great name.
Yeah.
And I do apologize for making a scene, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from.
We're past that, sir. We're past that. If you want to apologize to somebody, you apologize.
No, I don't want to apologize. No, I don't want to apologize. I changed my mind.
No, I only started wearing Tommy Hilfiger when I heard what he said about people of color.
I like how he really got shut down and kind of took it way down, but then his ego came back right at the end.
Right.
Man, you got your blood pressure up over a fucking virus. Jesus Christ, man. What's the matter with you? This is America.
It's America.
Hey,
Question. Question. Has anyone ever yelled, "This is America," and not been an asshole? I guess
Childish
Donald Glover.
Gambino. Yeah, Donald Glover. That's it.
Expression. Don't like it? Leave. Hey, mind your own fucking business, Chubby. Look who's talking.
Fat guys call other fat guys fat. Nothing better.
I do it all the time.
It's the best.
Fucking Nazi communist bastards. Y'all gotta know it.
Nazi communist. They love to put those two words together.
Nazi commie-ass.
Nazi communist, leftist libertarian. It's almost like dumb people just throw words out there and hope they stick.
Oh.
You know Antifa white trash?
Really? Antifa white trash.
Antifa white trash. You see,
Antifa white trash.
It's a real mashup kind of day.
Yeah, this is oxymoron, man.
I learned all these buzzwords from Speckzo.
You black K-pop artist.
How can I help you guys?
It's a Domino's.
Can you
He's not gonna
identify
tell us-
any pizzeria by its kitchen?
Yes. There's actually multiple ways. Domino's has the blue tubs with the hand-rolled dough in them. Pizza Hut has
Gotcha.
a roller that punches holes into it so they don't bubble.
I am horrified by your knowledge of this.
What?
I love this. Keep talking. Say more things.
You'll know a Papa Murphy's because there will be no oven equipment around. It's take and bake.
That's true.
It's
Take and bake.
No, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, you bet your ass we will. You want to be famous? We sure will. Isn't it Rodney?
Isn't it?
Oh, Rodney.
Isn't it Rodney?
Rodney?
I like that.
Isn't that right? Look at that. You're already famous.
He's got a can of pepper spray.
You and me both, buddy. Look at that. That make you feel good? Somebody recognized you? Just wait. You're going to be real famous. Just wait. I can wink too, sweetheart. You want to be famous? You going to lambaste my ass?
This sounds a lot like when Harvey Weinstein tried to sign me to a contract.
You want to be famous?
Yeah. I was like, of course I do. And then he said, well, you better get better at head.
Let's go ahead. You want to stand out here and make threats, big boy, that make you feel good? Go ahead, make some more threats. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Let me make sure I catch them. I don't want you to miss any opportunity. Go ahead, baby.
You pause.
Yeah.
I just want turning the volume up on your phone will not turn your
that doesn't
audio.
right.
The microphone.
Your microphone
won't go up.
Yeah.
So in case you're ever trying to harass someone on the street in the future, listeners, just know that. All right, please continue. Sorry.
Threaten me again. You big tough boy. Oh, you're so big and bad.
That was fun.
I'm allowed. This is public property.
Oh, shut up.
Yes, it is.
Sir.
Do this. You're just gonna be more famous, buddy. You know what happens, right? Everybody knows what happens.
That was the guy who played Aragorn in Return of the King.
Vigo.
Yeah, he
Viggo
laughed.
Mortensen?
Yeah, Vigo laughed when the guy said, "You're going to be more famous." He was like, "My career's been dwindling."
I was
Since
in
Hidalgo.
a Best Picture winner. I think I'll be okay.
Hidalgo
I had a
goes
naked
downhill.
spa fight in Eastern Promises.
Yeah, he was nominated for an Oscar for Eastern Promises.
Captain Fantastic.
And for Captain Fantastic.
So good.
There you go.
You're trespassing.
I'm delivering a pizza. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? Will you please get out of my way?
Oh,
Are
she
you
spit.
serious?
Get out.
She did a spit.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me,
Is this
bitch.
Catwoman?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I think it's
Get out.
Catwoman.
I'll tell you what it is.
Halle Berry.
Oh no.
Oh. Street justice.
Oh, he's table walking.
Whoa!
Where are you?
Oh, that was a big one.
Is that Roman Reigns?
That was a Superman punch.
No, strike 77.
That was also a Chipotle. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, that was a McDonald's. Or was it a Chipotle?
That was a Chipotle, friend.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
You're being recorded, man. You don't need a donut, really. I'm not getting a donut. And you better not be recording me because I'll sue your ass.
Oh, I love that one. I'll sue you.
Love it.
Yeah, we have the freedom of record. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. Listen to me. I'm reporting you. I didn't see I'm here.
What? I didn't say you did.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I didn't say you did, nigga.
This can only go well.
What sort of Pokemon is this?
Keep my name out your mouth, nigga.
Anything I say will get you banned for the rest of time.
That's what you're gonna do, though.
His pants are falling down.
Because they're big people pants.
Oh. Oh, no.
Calm down.
This is Scrappy Do-Rag.
Calm down, little blood. What's
Nice.
poppin', girl? Can you What, nigga?
Little
Don't worry about my bitch, boy. Nigga, don't worry about my kids or my daughter, nigga. Don't worry about my kids or my daughter. Don't worry about my kids or my daughter.
Man, his pants are not doing him any favors. Why wear
Those
them?
those pants are betraying him.
If anybody in the history of the world could have got away with wearing shorts, it's the guy wearing shorts under his pants. Just let the pants drop, okay? I don't know if you stole those from
Give
somebody.
up on the pants.
He might have just punked somebody out for their pants. It's like, I'm wearing them as like a badge. He's like... Friday, they had Zeus played Debo. This is the new generation
Tiny Lister,
Debo.
R.I.P.
Yeah, this is actually Tiny Lister.
A very tiny Lister. Crushed by a truck.
Man, it'd be cool if this guy did a cartwheel right now, running up on the camera.
Be sick. Boom.
There's not enough hood cartwheels.
Yeah, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This is our block, dude.
If you do a cartwheel in the middle of the street, it becomes your block. I'm sorry. I've read the rule book for gangster.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Cartwheel.
Do a goddamn cartwheel. That car killed him.
He must be a ghost. I think the car went right through him.
He was in the middle of the street when the car passed.
You know what? I think I know what happened. It was off camera, but he did a cartwheel over the car.
Oh, shit. He has a nicer car than I expected. I guess that makes me racist.
Well,
yes.
That's not what makes you racist, Scott.
Yes. No, that's not what makes you racist.
Oh, he turned around. The car's open again. He's going to do a cartwheel.
He did not drive far.
I ain't doing shit, dude.
You could have walked as far as you drove.
He
friend.
could have cartwheeled that far.
What's up? Whose block is this,
Dude,
homie?
back off.
Whose block is this, homie?
You're fucking foaming
Yo,
at the
fuck
mouth.
you, homie.
Really?
Yo,
You're
homie,
foaming
whose
at the
block is
mouth.
You're an embarrassment.
this? Man, you're a fucking bitch, homie, with the Asian bitch that my homie used to fuck her.
You're an
Oh, wow.
embarrassment.
You little bitch. Hey, Jim, what's
I've never seen a more obvious not gun in someone's pants in my goddamn life.
Yeah.
It's like he's like a 4-year-old playing cops and robbers. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say, Billy?
I carry a gun in my pants, but it's only to make my dick bulge look bigger.
Yeah.
He should have done more cartwheels.
How does he have a Mercedes? It doesn't match
Here's
up.
my medical condition. I have bad lungs because of it. My name is Ron Brink. I am in Save-A-Lot on 103rd and Blanding in Jacksonville, Florida. This lady is refusing to serve me because I don't have a mask on. I cannot wear one.
Can you pause it again? Do we even need to point out that his lungs seem fine?
I was
Like,
gonna
maybe
say, if
better?
you can yell,
Yeah.
like, you're gonna be okay.
And if you had a lung condition, you should be
have
wearing
these
a
people
mask.
with medical have these people with medical conditions never actually even tried to put on a mask, and they think it covers all of your air passages and you can't breathe? That's the best I can figure.
Normally, people with the conditions are the people who should be wearing a mask more than anybody else.
Yeah.
If he has a lung condition, shouldn't he be wearing one?
You think you'd want to?
I don't understand how his legs are so decrepit. Like, he should go be in the hospital right now. He had zombie legs.
I think it's just a lack of hygiene. I think they're just dirty.
Yeah.
He just keeps jerking off and spooging on himself and not cleaning it up.
He had like
he's
barnacles.
got a sweet spot on the inner thigh there. Yeah, I can see that.
Both legs too. He showed them off. Like he had some tattoos or something going down there, I think.
So would you refuse to serve me on this phone? Please do.
I would refuse to serve you even if you had a mask on. With those leg lesions, dude,
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, you got to go to the hospital, dude.
Yeah, no, you have leprosy. You have to leave.
Yeah, there's islands for people like that.
Yeah, Dr.
I
Moreau.
don't need to scare you. You don't need to try to scare me and make me wear something that's going to hurt me.
It's not going to hurt him.
That's the end of it.
What a baby! Why are the pretend toughest right-wing hard-ass pro-cop, pro-gun, pro-army guys the biggest babies in the world? I don't get it.
On.
Quit being a fucking pussy.
All that is a sign of the devil. End of story.
Oh, God.
Here, put this on. If you don't put this on,
he's
we can't.
dumb. I get it.
They all are.
So now it's not that it hurts him and keeps him from breathing.
No, now
because-
it's witchcraft.
Right.
Serve you.
Witchcraft could keep you from breathing.
It's true.
Oh, wait. Mask work, right? You can make a mask out of anything.
Look, I'm not going to discuss it with you.
How's that for a mask?
That's good. Keep it on your face till you get out the door and
It
then
slipped.
come back.
I can come back.
It slipped.
What's your name, by the way?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus? That's cool.
Huh?
They found rioters destroying statues.
And I'm Santa Claus.
I
So
hope
you need
more
to
people believe in Santa Claus than that masks don't work. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Argue about it.
I don't need to.
If you want to be scared and wear it, wear it. Stop trying to force people to do stuff that they don't want to do. This is the United States. You don't force.
Ah, there you go. There's another example of it.
Every time.
Then
Every
move-
damn time.
Move to another country where you don't care about rules and stuff.
This is private property.
This is a private business.
Most other countries are enforcing mask mandates.
Also, he just agreed with her. He just said this is a private business.
You can't refuse somebody's service for a medical
It's
condition.
mandatory in Duval County.
It's a strongly suggested mandate.
Mandatory.
No, there's no law that was written into
I mean,
court.
what's
It has to go
mandatory between friends?
through the Senate. Just because Curry or whatever his name is says you have to do something don't mean nothing.
Look, I'll serve you this time, then get out.
Thanks.
And don't come back.
Oh,
Thanks.
you're
I'll be
too
back.
kind, woman.
She just wants to get the line moving.
And do what?
Yeah.
They can't do nothing.
Property.
They can't force an order that's not law.
They've already been here.
That's because people don't know their rights. Not everybody's a gullible fool.
I'm not going to discuss it.
Have a good day, man. Thank you.
You want.
Thank you for doing this for me, for letting me
Don't
go.
ever come back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You don't need it.
Don't need one.
This too.
If COVID-19 was so terrifying, you wouldn't be able to put a T-shirt over your face and save you from it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. You ever see people that go in crime scenes? They're wearing a biological mask with filters on it.
On crime scenes?
Yeah.
So you don't have to smell the decaying flesh?
I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
No, pitiful is trying to force somebody into something they don't want.
You think you're above the rules?
No, I'm not above the rules, but
5823.
that governor's not above the rules. He can't just
I
pass
don't
it.
give a shit about no governor.
That's who's telling you to do it.
No, Save-A-Lot is telling me
No,
to do it.
the government told Save-A-Lot to do it. That's why all the businesses and bars are closed.
Man.
Own business.
All the bars in Jacksonville are privately owned too, and they're not allowed to be open, but it's open.
Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. They said
Yeah.
Duval County earlier, too.
Yeah.
Duval.
Pay for them to riot
904
downtown and burn
in this
cop
bitch.
cars.
That's not my problem. I'm following the law for Save-A-Lot.
There's no law that says you have to wear it.
It's mandatory in Duval County. Turn the TV on.
Yeah, turn the TV off, and you might realize something.
Oh,
Turn it
God.
off.
I don't need to.
Makes you
I
think.
don't
Her
agree
fucking
with
mask
it, but
just
that's the way
is sliding under her
When
nose
they tell you after that
because she's
you get your
arguing.
vaccine and it don't work, and then they tell you that you need to get in the car with them and go, I want you to go and remember this conversation.
Why are all the people with the mask exemptions for medical conditions also conspiracy theorists at the same time?
It's funny how it works. It's
Yeah.
almost like the exemptions are bullshit.
Exactly.
Never in my life will I ever.
You also said never in my life will I wear that mask, and look what you're doing.
No, I never said that.
Well, when they come for you, get in the car and go with them.
I'm not arguing with you, but you said that's a law, right?
That's right. Duval
Hold
County.
on. Listen, any kind of law has to go through two houses before it's passed. So it never went in front of a
Two
government.
houses? For the county laws?
They mean like the state Senate and the state House.
Like
is what they're saying.
House Lannister, House Targaryen.
Thank you. Okay.
It's got to go through at least two. Yeah.
Okay.
For your own good.
It doesn't matter what you think. This is private property. You're not allowed in here again without a mask.
True, but you
And
shouldn't.
they will
It's not
escort
true.
You shouldn't
off
come
the
at us like
property
that. You
the
shouldn't
next
have
time
swore.
you show up.
Have a good day.
You're not very professional swearing at us.
No, I swore at her.
God,
Don't
listen
listen to him.
Don't
I
talk
swore
to me
at
that
you.
way. I'm not
Don't
here.
talk to me that way.
Hey, I want to go
You're
now.
no better than
Hey,
me.
Now he's riled up other crazies, and he's like, oh, shit.
I was gonna say he's even like
Thank you for
making.
serving.
He's apologizing for the crazier guy beside him now.
Yeah, because she had finally said, you know what, just get your groceries. I'm going to check you out so you can get the hell out of here. Don't come back. And he's like, oh, thank you. And then this guy comes in right when we thought this guy was chill and going to leave. Secondary dickhead shows up and just stretches it to the point where even this guy's like, oh, come on, man. I swear to her first, dude. Stop.
I don't know how, as a politician with a conscience in the United States, how you don't just look at the forest for the trees and say we need to put 99% of our available budget into education, because just to try it out, just to see if we can make the next generation slightly less retarded.
They don't
like
want
it's
the
worth a
next-
shot.
They don't want the next generation to be smart.
I can't.
They
hear
want them
Austin
to
I guess
be
not, but
serious.
like if you like if you actually care about people and the future, like go all in on education. Everything else is incidental and will fall into place if people aren't so fucking stupid.
No, if the people are stupid, they'll stay out of the way of the people that are already making the moves. That's
Yeah,
the plan.
I know George Orwell, but don't you eyebrows me.
I've read Wonder Woman 1984. I know what you're talking about.
I don't care what you
Don't get me
believe.
started on Wonder
I'm
Woman.
apologizing. That's how nice I am. I'm apologizing to you. But it's not a law. It's not a law.
This reminds me of the time that I hated people.
It is reminiscent of that time.
Good times.
How about we check out the Streamlabs?
Egghead says education is evil to those on the right. It's evil across the board, dude. Education itself is an evil system to get you to spend your monies, papa. It's all a scam. Well, here's what you want to do, Egghead. Be smart and uneducated at the same time. Then you'll win. But you went, you got yourself a little degree. Now you're feeling real proper. You think it's all right to yell at Josh Firestein all the time. Yell at TVC Mario because you got yourself a little education. If you had a real education, you'd know paying no mind to those boys would be better for you. Okay? Okay, Egghead? Kissy face. Caleb Boyd said the irony of that anti-mask guy saying that it's pitiful to force people to do something they don't want to do. What do you think? The plus minus is on that guy also being pro-life. Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. Goose Juice said, I can't hear Asterios. Please turn his mic up. Asterios is just being a sweet, quiet gentleman for most of tonight's episode.
A lot of these videos depressed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I was just watching Asterios get sad at the videos.
Yeah, it's oh my god, because whatever, I'm not gonna rant.
Go off, Queen. Go off. It's go off season.
Yes, Queen.
It's one of these things where it's just like, oh god, like I live in a world with like super crazy people and there's like nothing that can be done, and it's like I just have to like go outside and like exist with like the craziest people in the world, and they get a vote too, and their vote cancels out y'all's, and it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Mythic Templar said, here's some money, pretend I said something clever. Oh, I don't have to pretend. Giving money?
I will.
Very clever. Very clever. Matthew Krecklau said, but E. Bay Area of Gaming said, I too also sent 2 funny videos in the content section. Okay. Bear Bunny said, that arrest report says Bob was booked the same day he streamed that video. Now taken down, I noticed. And he's wearing the same red shirt in the mugshot. Pretty sure they came back for him for that call specifically.
Probably.
YouTube Big Stinky said, white people be like, I know.
Right.
Vehimuchas?
We do be like that.
We do, though. Vehimuchas says, Doink the Clown for president. Let's make this happen. Spread the word. Let's get every Doink as president once. Doink 2024. If you cross Doink, he'll end your life. F your wife with a knife. Make you sad. He'll make you mad. Slap your dad because he's bad. Yeah, I'm voting for him now. Eduardo Garcia gave us that big love. Lord of Nurgle said the local Kia car dealership keeps playing cringy ads. Who do I have to fight to make it stop? You have to fight the ad man. And I think that catches us all up. Everybody, if you want to give us more donos and help us get to our weekly goal, this is episode number 2 with a bonus show, a private show tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little bit of a spicy pre-show for actual Mania. So you guys can come and check that out for a little bit of free content. Scott's going to be there with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, Saturday, another big show. So, kisses.
All right. Now we'll get into the action news stuff. Here we go.
He called me sir and got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
All right. I thought this was interesting. This Tucker Carlson clip right here.
Ed Gavin is a former deputy sheriff with the New York City Sheriff's Department.
Before we see anything more, will Tucker look perplexed at some point during the video?
He already
what do
does.
we think? He kind of already does. He's kind of beating me to it, but okay.
Ed Gavin is a former deputy sheriff with the New York City Sheriff's Department. He joins us with his perspective on what this means for law enforcement. Ed Gavin, thanks so much for coming on tonight. Who's going to become a cop? going forward, do you think?
Hopefully no one. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think people will still become police officers. This really is a learning experience for everyone. Let's face it, what we saw in that video was pure savagery. I mean, the documentary evidence showed the police officer putting his knee on the perpetrator's neck while he was rear cuffed and his stomach was on the ground, causing positional asphyxia. So what I'd like to see, Tucker, is I'd like to see more training for police. I'd like to see the police trained as EMTs, like in the fire department. For example, in the New York City Fire Department, we have firefighters that are EMTs. But who gets to the scene first in most of these situations? It's the police. So in reviewing the tape, what I noticed was that the police officer removed the subject.
Yeah, right there.
Great.
And
so
now,
good.
Now on the same screen with a Chauvin face. Uh-oh.
Mr. Floyd from his vehicle, and he was able to handcuff him, and then he was able to seat him on the ground, and he was handcuffed. At that point, they should have left him there. You know, there was no reason to move him, and obviously, Mr. Floyd was he was emotionally disturbed. And at that point, you may want to say, "Hey, Mr. Floyd, let me take your pulse." Things of this nature, and we have to change the way we deal with people. Now, I've used I've used force on literally over 500 people in my 21-year career in the New York City Department of Correction and in the New York City Sheriff's Department. I've never had anybody go unconscious. And, you know, that was clearly an excessive, unjustified use of force. I think the verdict was just. I think we had documentary evidence, we had testimonial evidence, and, you know, it was an open and shut case. But moving forward, what we need to do, in my opinion, is we need to have...
How about enforce the law? Okay, do we need to do that? So hold on, wait, slow down. Do we enforce the law? Like, let's say people are going through the windows of Macy's and the cops are just standing there. Do they resign?
No,
because obviously their honor's being violated, but they're not doing anything about it. When do they start doing something about it and protecting everyone else, not just George Floyd?
You can't subdue someone without killing them?
No.
Is it that
they're
hard?
breaking the law.
No.
Even with handcuffs?
I want people to protect. I want the police to protect people, but specifically what we're dealing with a person in custody who was handcuffed and he was subdued.
Right.
At that point, you know, we have to take a different tact. And one of the things I just want to suggest, Tucker,
I'm
there's
totally
a
willing
thing.
to believe that. Yep.
Oh, you're willing to believe that?
The U.S. Department of Justice came out with a position paper on position.
Look at his face. He's so bitter.
It's great. Yeah. And also, is it a thing I guess since the Trump presidency for like right wingers to have like terrible raccoon tans? Like, is it as a tribute
to Trump?
Probably.
To Trump?
Yeah.
It's
so weird. I'm like, he looks like garbage. I'm gonna look like garbage.
Yeah, and sudden death. It was published in 19.
I saw horrifying pictures where someone took Trump's face and made his skin tone the same color as the rings around his eyes, so his whole face is that color.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Horrifying.
1995 and again in 1998. I think every law enforcement officer should read that. It should be read at roll calls. Because what it does, it talks about the physiology of a struggle. Now, like I said, Mr. Floyd was brought under control. What should have happened at that point is EMS should have been summoned, and he should have been placed in an ambulance. And a supervisor should have been called to the scene. I just think that it was excessive, and it shouldn't happen. And what I'd like to say...
The guy who did it looks like he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. So I'm kind of more worried about the rest of the country, which, thanks to police inaction, in case you haven't noticed, is like boarded up. So that's more...
That was
Tucker's
unexpected.
a psychopath.
Can we go back and just rewatch that?
That was bonkers.
Boarded up.
Gotta go back a little further. Watch his face change.
Yeah, watch the setup.
Which, thanks to police inaction, in case you haven't noticed, is like boarded up. So that's more my concern. But I appreciate you coming on. Ed Gavin, thank you. Nope, done.
Bye.
Oh.
Heather McDonald's
the country was boarded up?
Is this what Fox News is like? Should I watch Fox News more often? Because that was funny. I'm going to watch Fox News.
This is Fox News. And then cuts him off when he goes to respond.
Yeah, that's the type move. That's a pro.
Nope. Hunter Biden to lecture about fake news.
At Tulane University.
So there's this thing that the news will do is they'll get pictures of you smoking crack and doing prostitutes, and they'll put it out there.
Yeah, it's fake news.
And then they'll make other fake news saying those prostitutes were underage. They were of age, okay? They were of age. They were also in countries where the age of consent is much lower, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're pushing out reports that say I'm somehow less healthy than my brother.
He's not even alive. The son of President Joe Biden is one of 9 guest speakers for the class, which focuses on the current state of the media in a landscape in the United States and how media polarization. I've seen polarization as a buzzword the media is using recently. Fake news and the economics of the new business impact public policy making in Washington, D.C., said Fox News, which first reported the story. Other guest speakers include Dr. Deborah Birx, which I think is a superheroine name, like a she's
Deborah Birx.
Yeah, Deborah Birx. That's a DC comic book character that, like, by day is a doctor, by night she climbs up walls and hits people with whips.
Yeah, she's. I think Deborah Birx is Black Cat from Spider-Man.
Unfortunately, Dr. Deborah Birx is actually. Remember when Trump went on TV and was like, maybe we could drink bleach? She was the lady that was like, not a bad idea, sir.
Maybe.
Oh, nice. Nice. She is a supervillain. Fox News analyst Juan Williams, CBS anchor Margaret Brennan, and New York Times columnist Brett Stevens. In the weeks before the 2020 election, many media outlets labeled a New York Post story detailing how Biden helped arrange a meeting between his father and a Ukrainian energy executive as fake news, and social media platforms censored the company over the story's perceived falsity. Following the elder Biden's victory, Hunter Biden acknowledged that he was under federal investigation and that his laptop at the center of the Post story could certainly have been his, though he added that it may have been stolen or hacked by Russia to spread misinformation. Content created by the Daily Caller News Foundation is available without charge to any eligible news publisher. Yeah, this will be interesting if he has anything fun to say. Most of the stuff I've seen Hunter Biden say is on those videos that were like him in a hotel room with prostitutes smoking crack. And he seems like a guy, you know.
He's a man of culture.
Yeah, I'd hang out with him. You know,
those are good videos.
I'd probably make some YouTube videos with him, go to a buffet or something. But I don't know if I need to have him talk about false news.
Giuliani in trouble.
Was this written by Vancouver alt-rock superstar Dan Mangan?
It's Dan Mangan. And Kevin Bruninger.
My sister loves him.
She's a big Dan Mangan fan.
Loves Dan Mangan.
Is he one of the new pornographers?
He might be a new pornographer.
There's so goddamn many of them. Jesus Christ.
There's 100.
Federal search warrant. Oh, yeah. What was that?
Oh, no. This is great. This is a great story. Let's keep talking about this.
Federal search warrant executed at Rudy Giuliani's New York City apartment. Federal investigators executed search warrants at the Manhattan apartment and office of Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City. Giuliani has been the personal lawyer of former President Donald Trump. The searches were conducted as part of a criminal investigation into Giuliani's dealings in Ukraine, the New York Times first reported. Federal prosecutors in New York last year saw approval from top officials at the Department of Justice to ask for a search warrant for Giuliani's electronic communications. Federal investigators executed search warrants Wednesday at the Manhattan apartment office of Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City, who was the personal lawyer of former Donald Trump. Literally said this like 3 times by now. Thank you, CNBC, you
So
dickheads.
wait, who is Rudy Giuliani?
Well, I guess he's the former mayor of New York City, who also served as the personal lawyer of former President Donald Trump. The searches were part of a criminal investigation into Giuliani's dealings in Ukraine, the New York Times reported first Wednesday, citing 3 people with knowledge of the matter. The 3 people were the 2 people that wrote this article and spit out the same 4 facts over and over again, 9 pages deep. Thank you for that, guys, at CNBC, you bitches. FBI agents were escorted to Giuliani's apartment by his doorman. A source close to the former mayor told CNBC. So his doorman's coming up with the feds like, well, Mr. Giuliani, they're here. They presented Giuliani with a warrant and requested all electronic devices, the source said. Giuliani gave them 1 cell phone, 1 iPad, and 1 laptop, according to the source. The agents left after about 45 minutes, the source added. The warrant for Giuliani's office also authorized the seizure of electronic devices. A source told NBC the FBI agents also executed a search warrant at the Washington area home of the Republican lawyer Victoria Toensing, who was close to Giuliani. Toensing, who was married to and law partners with former top Washington, D.C. federal prosecutor Joseph Dijonova, represented Ukrainian oligarch Dmytro Firtash, who himself is the subject of a federal indictment in the United States. The source said no additional warrants were executed Wednesday other than the ones targeting Toensing and Giuliani. The Dijonova Toensing law firm released a statement early Wednesday evening saying she was told she wasn't a target in the probe. Ms. Toensing is a former federal prosecutor and senior Justice Department official. She has always conducted herself and her law practice according to the highest legal and ethical standards. The statement said she would have been happy to turn over any relevant documents. All they had to do was ask. Ms. Toensing was informed that she is not a target of the investigation. Giuliani is a former United States attorney for the Southern District of New York, the same office that is investigating him. Federal prosecutors in New York last year sought approval from top officials at the Department of Justice to ask for a search warrant for Giuliani's electronic communications, NBC reported. This is... Where's the meat of this? Because I've been reading for 78 minutes now, and this is so stupid. But yeah, the same office Giuliani served is investigating him now. My, oh my.
Irony.
How the tables have turned. I think the way that things are going, Giuliani might do 9/11.
I like that. That would like bring it all together. I like that for him.
It's not a perfect circle.
Yeah, this is I think everyone involved with Trump assumed that people would just like forget about all the shit. You know what I mean? Like they were just like, look, because a lot of times after a president leaves office, all the political will to investigate their crimes like goes by the wayside.
I think it's one of two things. Yeah, no, I think it's one of two things. I think either they felt that everyone would forget, or they thought, which honestly was entirely possible, that Trump would be the last president.
Yes, that's a very good point, actually.
Right?
We're betting on Emperor Trump, and we lost. Giuliani was getting paid a considerable amount to be Trump's lawyer, and I don't think he was getting a considerable amount of work outside of that. I always felt like he was desperate, clawing for some sort of reason to be, and then after everything fell apart, didn't Trump stop paying him? Like,
I believe so.
Yes, he did.
Man,
yeah, he felt like after Giuliani. But here's the reason why Trump stopped paying him. It's great. Trump didn't stop paying him because he disagreed with anything Giuliani said or did. Remember that time that Giuliani looked like he was melting? Like he looked like a wax, like Lumiere under a heat lamp at McDonald's? After that, Trump was like, this guy's crazy. I can't work with this guy anymore.
Oh, it wasn't.
He's so image focused.
It wasn't the press conference at the Four Seasons Landscaping.
Man.
Yeah,
how about when he audibly farted giving testimony?
I mean, that didn't help either.
And he kept showing up with like legal aid that looked like ladies of the night. Like that was great.
That was a good move.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's. I thought he would probably get in trouble because of all this.
Giuliani's son commenting on it on the news the other day. He looks like a weird little man. He's got a little bit of a Giuliani face than like a blonde, like carbon copy conservative prick. It was just like he looked like he might be Trump's kid. I don't know.
Yes. What do you remember? What Giuliani's son is famous for?
No, remind me, please.
9/11.
Being in Tower 7 and directing the entire affair.
No. Nice.
Remember that SNL skit where Chris Farley played Rudy Giuliani's son and kept jumping up and down like a little asshole?
My dad's mayor. I love you, Mayor Dinkins.
Yeah, his dad, that was the little Giuliani
It's true.
kid. Little Giuliani kid
was a
got
fat little
famous
kid.
for being a fat little asshole during a press conference. And then he got a job in the Trump administration.
Well, fat little assholes could still work in the Trump administration.
course.
I was holding out. For
all of a
spot.
sudden, Billy getting very defensive
Right.
of fat little assholes.
Yeah.
FLAs.
You know I've always been defensive of my little fat little assholes. They're just fatting around.
Here's some.
You're an FLA advocate.
A maskless Christian woman arrested at Nordstrom Rack.
My God-given right to be here on this planet, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
My God-given right to be at Nordstrom Rack. Wouldn't God let you shop at regular Nordstrom?
At regular Nordstrom?
Yeah, why are you at the knockoff Nordstrom if your God is so good?
Gene Eller, you are taking
Yeah.
that. Robert Gene Eller,
Maybe try Allah out for a spin, and maybe you'll get to go.
Yeah,
maybe you'll get to go to the nice departments.
You'll be going at Frederick and Nelson's if you just supported Allah.
and it's really sad.
We have to figure out what's going on.
If you're a victim of assault, we need to know who you are. Carabelle, how did you know my name was Carabelle? Because I heard you say it. You said it on the phone when you called 911. That's
Damn.
called, and God
What
don't lie.
What did Carabelle think was the other option had that person not heard it? She's a witch? She's been watching her for years? What are the possibilities here?
She might be thinking
other than
she's
hearing you say
gang-stalked.
your own name.
She might be thinking she's being gang stalked
I
by
just
the
heard
police.
you call the police officer that I talked to and get my name. I am a woman of God. This is my right as much as it is yours. This is my land as much as it is yours. I did not sign up for this. I am a Christian woman of God, and you are not going to put your disgusting rules on me that are false.
Did God ever give Christians any rules they had to follow?
No, I couldn't
No,
name
he gave
11.
it to the Israelites. And the Christians just decided to use it.
Yeah, we like this God thing.
99% for education. Just try it. Fuck.
And not true. I will not have it. Do you understand that? I will not have it. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of being lied to, and it's not going to happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Privilege. Woo.
What's okay? A serious question. What can I say that I want to do to her that won't get you banned?
I think you know the answer is nothing. Now I'm gonna pivot us real quick.
Oh God, hold on.
Hold on. Now Ben's gonna ruin your pivot, and I'm gonna go back to getting us banned.
It was a dog in a wheelchair.
A dog in a wheelchair interrupted you.
It's adorable.
I gotta say, when the cops violently arrest someone I don't like, that's my favorite thing. Use all the force you can, cops.
It's awesome. If only Derek Chauvin could have arrested her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That wasn't even a crazy use of force. They just subdued her arms. They were going to lock her up in cuffs. That's fine. That type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately, it's got to happen sometimes.
Yeah, but we don't know what happened when those cameras went off. I mean, they're cops. They're insane. They're crazy.
They're out of their minds.
They're literally like the strong arm of the state. Some of them only have 8 weeks of training, and then we give them a gun. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All your high school bullies are now cops. And I love it when they arrest Karens. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
great.
not a cop.
It's how they redeem themselves.
This guy got busted at JFK Airport with a bunch of little birdies.
Oh, come on, man. Why you got them butt plug birdies, man? You trying to sneak some butt plug birdies in?
Butt plug birdies.
Why you got them butt plug birdies, man?
See, I only very quickly saw the headline. I saw a man arrested JFK. I'm like, they arrested the guy who shot JFK? Holy shit.
No, they gave him a raise. Man arrested at JFK Airport after 35 birds intended for singing contests found in his clothing.
Singing contest.
This man is mad. Customs officials at New York's JFK Airport discovered 35 live finches attached to a man's jacket and ankles as he attempted to smuggle them into the country for singing competitions, federal prosecutors said Tuesday.
Singing
What is his plan?
I've never heard of bird singing competitions.
Why is he the Walter White of Disney birds? According to a complaint, a search revealed Kevin Andre McKenzie, 36, was wearing dozens of small cylindrical containers with mesh-covered openings, allowing the birds inside to breathe. According to photos released by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York, the birds were concealed in his suit jacket and beneath his pant legs, with each bird hidden inside a hair curler, according to the complaint.
This is weird.
When questioned, McKenzie...
I gotta say, this is the kind of story I like.
Yes.
A guy loves birds, but he didn't want to pay the bird tax. No one's like spitting on an employee at the Piggly Wiggly. Like, this is great. These are finches.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I agree. This is also for me the kind of story that doesn't make me want to walk into the ocean with my clothes on.
Yeah, exactly. And a bunch of car batteries tied around your legs. Like, here's the thing. These are finches. Now, look, I haven't read this story. You can buy finches in America for like $12 each. Finches are like a starter bird. You can get like a pack of 12 finches for like $100 easy. I know.
Yeah, we're not
this.
talking an
I've
African
been to
gray parrot here. This is a finch.
An African gray is $3,500 at least.
Finches are wild here. I see them all the time flying around outside.
Exactly.
You're wild.
These are probably trained, right?
These have got to be the singingest finches. If he was like he scoured the world like a Pokemon trainer to find it. And here's the if they're singing birds, how did he keep them quiet?
Right.
How did he keep 35 of them quiet? Keep reading the story. Sorry.
When questioned, McKenzie said that he was offered $3,000 to transport the birds, receiving $500 before he leaving the capital of Guyana, Georgetown. He was to receive the remaining balance upon delivery in the United States. Finches are prized for their joyful and melodious song, with singing competitions regularly held in parts of the New York boroughs of Queens and Brooklyn, which include bedding.
So there's this underground bird singing.
Is this humane cockfighting?
I mean, this is basically cockfighting meets Glee.
Asterios, we need you to infiltrate one of these bird singing competitions.
Get in there.
I want to go so bad and just be like $100 on the yellow one. Let's go.
Yep.
Sing your last off. Let's move it.
Asterios would turn into like the most evil man when money was on the line for finch singing. I love it. In such contests, often conducted in public areas like parks, two finches sing, and a judge selects the bird determined to have the best voice, said Catherine McCabe, a special agent for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
So hold on. People are betting money on something that's totally subjective, up to one person's opinion?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, same thing on American Idol.
Yeah. And it's finches singing. If they were going to make an Ace Ventura 3, we know the opening scene. Like,
absolutely.
He's busting up a finch singing contest in the boroughs of Brooklyn.
Open Guyana.
Oh, God. So many who attend the singing contest wager on the birds. A finch who wins these competitions becomes valuable and can sell for more than $10,000. Finches from Guyana are in particularly high demand due to their superior singing abilities. McKenzie was released on a $25,000 bond, according to documents.
Yeah, they don't
So
want...
finches from Africa can sing better than finches from America.
Right, and they don't want them escaping.
I think that's South America.
Oh.
Guyana?
I think I blew it. Yeah. It's South America, right?
I don't know things. Now I'm confused.
Don't ask us.
Sorry, I'm asking the right people.
Because you're making me. It is South America. Thank you, Scott, for
it's on
being...
like the north end of South America, right? Yeah.
There has to be a way that they could have legally transported these birds. They're finches.
I'm sure there is.
Well,
we have them all over the goddamn place.
Well, there are laws against invasive species, and they're probably not an indigenous species of finches to the United States.
And yet Asterios got in.
I want them to invade. They're teeny tiny finches with the best voices around.
It could cause some serious...
With the voices of angels.
I'll tell you what.
The visas.
Pigeons used to be pets. They're also known as rock doves. And they were brought over, I think they're from the Middle East originally or something, but if you ever notice, pigeons only live in cities in this part of the world. You won't see them out in the wild. The only place they can really survive is in an area like that, where they have
because they're literally so stupid they think big buildings are rocks. They are rock doves. They live on boulders. In New York, the only reason why we have a bunch of the birds we have is when they opened up Central Park, some dude was like, I'm going to bring over every single bird that was mentioned in Shakespeare's plays.
Yep.
Now, of course, a bunch of them immediately died. They can't survive out here. But the ones that survived, we got little parrots and finches, and we got little hummingbirds. We got all these great goddamn birds here. We need French Guianan finches.
Can't argue. What's a bird that didn't survive that Shakespeare made songs about? Did he do a song about the dodo? Shakespeare was a songwriter, right?
No.
I was going to say, how long until Billy figures out what Shakespeare did for a living?
He was a songwriter. Like, these are singing birds. It makes sense.
He was a real Bernie Taupin.
I don't get that reference.
That's the guy that wrote all the songs for Elton John. All right, let's see which of the birds died. I have a whole list of the birds.
A list of dead-ass birds in New York.
Yes. I want the deadest of birds. Oh, this article really focuses on the alive birds like starlings.
What a downer.
I want the dead ones.
I want the birds that die.
Give me the dead birds, please.
Did we get any new donos?
Oh, a small amount.
Okay.
And I'm out of protest. I won't read them. Okay, I'll read them. Speckzo, Bitch Kevin Zach says Speckzo already got rid of our comments in his videos. Let's go.
Ha!
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, no. Calificent said Tucker clearly wanted this dude to talk shit about BLM and was put off by the guy actually being reasonable.
Exactly.
Thick Soul gave us some love. Mythic Templar said Tucker, punchable face Carlson. And that catches us up. Thank you, guys.
Guys, if you could help us get to 50% of our goal before the end of this show, that would be great because it helps us out so that this Saturday, we make sure that we meet the goal for the following week.
What's that, about $139.70? Get on it.
Yeah, it can happen. Also, please like the stream. We've got some other stuff to cover. For those of you who weren't here earlier, you might want to sign up on Patreon for Actual Mania. Actual Mania, which will be happening tomorrow. 6 p.m. Pacific time is the pre-show, which will be basically we're giving away round 1 of the first match, the Battle Royal, for free here on the channel live. So you guys, even if you're not patrons, you'll be able to watch the first part of it.
And I'm giving away this bussy for free.
And Scott will be there, and we're inducting Billy the Fridge into the Actual Mania Hall of Fame. And Betty the Fridge, Billy's Billy's drag alter ego,
aka Shanny for Christ.
Yeah, we'll be taking on Casey-tron for the world title.
Now, I've done a little bit more research into these singing competitions.
Thank God.
Because you were right. You were like, how do you judge a subjective thing? Well, apparently, you put male chestnut-bellied seed finches next to each other. A little cage, a little cage. They both want to be the alpha. So they will both immediately start trying to sing the fastest and the longest. And the fastest, longest singing bird can win up to $200.
Hell yes.
That's bird money?
Well worth going to jail for. Well, a 39-year-old Connecticut man was arrested with 3 dozen finches, and this is from 5 years ago.
Man.
There are a lot of finch smuggling stories in the news. This is not a new phenomenon.
That's crazy.
A tale as old as time.
I just sent you a link to a video about the bird king of queens.
All right,
tiny birds, big drama.
Let's check it out.
Inside
the bird king of queens. So Bird Kevin James.
Yeah.
Exactly. There he is. There's another one.
There's another one.
Asterios is so ready to bet his house on bird singing.
God, I want to bet so much money on a bird.
I live in Brooklyn and I don't live in Queens.
Okay, but come to the Bronx. You
Well,
come to the Bronx,
come,
you're gonna
I'll have
see.
a run here and then I will come next time in Bronx.
It's a
I like
massive
that
thing,
guy.
you know, like-
Are they mostly what are they like? What country are these guys originally from?
They're from Guyana.
Take a guess. It won't be offensive. Whatever you say.
I don't know. I would say like
From America, folks.
I don't know, like maybe India or Pakistan or something like that.
Birds is like a racehorse. The guy with the good bird, he gets
Harina
bragging rights.
Check out that gold
These
chain
birds
he's wearing
sing
with all
because
his
they're
bird
competing with
winnings.
each other
That
for the feed
sweet,
rights.
sweet finch money.
Instead of fighting, they sing against each other, and the most dominant one take over the territory. When we have a competition, two guys, they bring their bird, they put it on a single pole.
Oh
And
man.
we have two judges, and a bunch of guys around it. They're counting the notes. Every time the bird paws, is one note. When he start another one, is another note. First bird that the judge says 50, that's the one that win the competition.
So it's when he pauses.
Yeah.
When so if the bird just like pauses quicker, 50.
It's the
wins?
first one to hit 50 notes.
They
Ah.
want that staccato. Pa 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 pa.
Machine gun, rat-a-tat.
Exactly. If you go for the big high note at the end, you're the competition's got 8 little notes, and all of a sudden you lost.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems like a
Don't get
stylistic
fancy.
choice.
Stick to
like
the basics.
Yeah.
You gonna follow us?
Caribbean.
In South America.
Why no women? Why all men?
I'm Ray from Brooklyn.
What's up?
And I'm the bird king at Smoky Park.
He's the bird king.
I'm one of the guys with some of the best birds in the
Asterios, this
country.
could be you one day.
I know. You think I'm thinking about all of this?
Asterios is having a career pivot as we speak.
I'm not doing nothing
be the
illegal
bird
with the
king.
birds. We're not
Asterios
we're
stars
not
in
hurting the
Breaking
birds in any way,
Bird.
and you know, this is a hobby and a love for birds. See, like this, all of this is good for him. All these.
I get like a straw hat, a canary yellow suit. I have like a little umbrella, and I'm like, I don't like the sun. Like I would have to develop a character.
I don't
but,
like the
white-
sun.
Like white linen suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like it's
Yeah.
like Truman Capote, but
Love
with
it, yeah.
the birds.
Absolutely.
Construction, noise, traffic.
Heisenberg.
We could actually train them to become
Heisenberg.
better champions. The more it accustomed to see different things, nothing would distract him when he's in a competition.
Distract him. Write a diss track on him.
Yo. I love his bullshit brush.
Yeah. It's just hay.
It's like a bundle
I'm
of
an air
hay in his
conditioning guy. I
hand.
work for Carrier Corporation.
Yeah.
You know, I have a bird room here that I put the best temperature for them. And you take a look at it, make sure he's okay. Make sure his nail, his feet, everything is good.
Look, do I respect what this guy does? Of course. Do I want to be him?
Absolutely.
Yes. Would
Yes.
I would I give up everything to just understudy below this guy? You know it.
You'd give up everything.
Literally, I'd cut off a toe just to hobble around behind this man. That being said, yeah, I don't have anything.
All right.
All right.
I just want to cut my toe off and fucking follow this guy around. Is that weird? Is that weird?
I could raise up the heat as much as I want.
I
could
just
condition
want
the
to
room
lose
to
a
the
toe for a reason other than diabetes.
Yeah, it's going anyways. Might as well be for the Bird King.
Very interesting Bird King stuff. So, Asterios, let us know once you start climbing the ranks.
Yeah.
Or don't let us know. It seems like this is criminal.
Why would he be on this video talking about it then?
Because he don't care, dude.
Well, he's not smuggling birds in though, right? I mean, if you
Yeah.
got
True.
Only the smuggling is criminal. You can have bird singing competitions. I assume that's legal.
Yep.
And gambling is.
Oh shit! Sorry.
And people love gambling.
Yep.
Gambling
Yeah, I guess just tell us everything you do, Asterios.
Yeah.
doing this.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
I have a promo from Mickey Richards talking about his match at Actual Mania. Here we go. Oh, God.
Man, I got a message for freaking Egghead.
This is not safe.
Because he keeps running his goddamn mouth, and I'm getting sick of it. He thinks he can beat me, or KJK, or whoever the hell the other one is, Lucas Werney, in Actual Mania. And I got something to tell you, Egghead. You ain't beating shit. You barely beat Lucas Werner in the last time, because people pitied your ass. You're not going to even be able to beat KJK because you're not nearly as sweet of a boy as he is. And you certainly ain't gonna beat me. You bragging all this braggadocious shit, and you talking like out of your ass, and you have an ass, and it's
you have an ass.
And I'm not telling you. What I am telling you is, and you're full of shit. And you say, oh, I'm gonna release the P video. Oh my God.
There was a video that has never been released where Egghead, because Egghead was worried about I don't know if Egghead's ever beaten Mickey before. And Egghead made a video that we never got to see because Egghead lost his smile and forfeited the title. But I guess he drank his own pee-pee in a video.
I mean, if he had timed it better, he could have won Best Supporting Actress this year.
Oh.
She drank pee.
Oh, the video you should have released months ago, but you didn't because you forfeited. Man, you're gonna release you're releasing stale piss. That's what you're releasing, stale goddamn piss. If you show that piss video, that's old news. You should have released that months ago, but you didn't. It's old hat now. You got no new tricks. That's all you got. I drank piss a few months ago. Great.
Eat your shit.
Congratulations.
Eat
You made
your
a
shit.
fool of yourself.
Eat
And
your
you didn't
poopies.
even win the cringe or whatever the hell it was. World Cringe Universal whatever champion
Do you
thing.
not even know what you're fighting for, sir?
No.
Sir, do you not understand?
No respect for the game.
It's a very simple concept here.
I'm just fucking telling you, Egghead. I'm just fucking telling you. You better have some new ideas on your plate. Because you're talking, I got new ideas. You're talking shit. You're talking a whole lot of shit for someone who's using old recycled garbage. For someone who's pulling stuff out of the vault.
Are you biting your nails now?
And
Been
it's
watching
probably not
DP
even that
since
cringy.
2013 and it has gotten me through a lot. Alcohol almost killed me 2 years ago, and after going back to college I just finished today with a 3.9 GPA.
Good job.
Through it all I never missed an episode except in rehab. Lol, much love. #.
Thank you.
You
We appreciate it.
definitely.
3.9 GPA.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. It's fine.
Hashtag Glenderson Booper, by the way, and you definitely deserve to miss a couple episodes while you're in rehab. Rehab is not conducive to the Drunken Peasants lifestyle.
So-
I've looked into it.
Yeah. This, whatever it is, Friday, I don't fucking know. This,
Yeah, it's
I'm
Friday.
taking you down, and
Tomorrow.
I'm taking KJK down, because he's a sweet boy with them cakes, but I'm a sweeter boy. And if you saw my not Mila Kunis, who am I thinking of? If I saw my Bella Delphine video, you know I got chunky ass. If you saw my Bella Delphine video rolling on the ground, shaking my ass, you know I got a bootylicious booty.
Where the hell is this phone?
You know that shit. You know that's true.
Why
I got
is
a
the phone
badonka
between
donk
his
in the
legs?
trunk. So he don't got nothing on me.
So that we know what the view from his penis looks like.
If this ended with just a stream of piss shooting out over the camera.
Oh my God.
What if he started pissing into his own mouth?
Oh, God.
I'd make him champion forever.
Vicky Richards, this is Icky.
And Lucas Werner, man, I don't know, but fuck it, I'm gonna beat you too.
Got him.
Got him.
Okay, so if that video ended in a fatal car accident, he wins forever. You just hear brake, screech, smash, screen goes black. Mickey, champion forever.
Eternal champion.
Eternal champion.
Make no mistake. If you don't end this nonsense and start trusting your constituents.
No, I don't.
Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it. I know about it, and I know about his history over the last, I don't know, Trump presidency.
Are you a big fan of his?
I am a fan of his. I've talked to him in person. He's the nicest guy in the world, but also he's a big, stupid dummy who has the worst opinions of all time.
You have to kind of look at this as he has a bit of a mental illness, right? Like,
I mean, he's taken a lot of shots to the head for like this is like people like the majority of wrestling fans.
Yeah,
I would say know him as the best referee in NXT, but wrestling fans from beyond the WWE umbrella know him as one of the craziest deathmatch wrestlers of all time, including Billy. I don't know if you know this. He and friend of the show Drew Cordero, aka Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place, were driving from a show or whatever, and they stopped at, I don't know, let's say Denny's. It doesn't matter. It's always Denny's. And Drew, in a pretty funny bit, took like the red plastic ketchup squirter and like squirted it all over his forehead. And he said, "Oh, look at me, I'm a deathmatch wrestler." And Drake got so fucking mad at him, he was gonna kill him.
Drew's the best. So those of you that didn't put two and two together from Scott, this is a WWE current referee, old school deathmatch wrestler from the indie wrestling federations all around. People love this guy in wrestling. He is at his local town hall via Zoom, and he's got some stuff to say.
He goes off.
He has some stuff to say. We'll watch.
To take personal responsibility by making their own informed decisions, you will not get reelected. That's right. There will be a recruit of freedom-loving Republicans that will replace you. Commissioner DeLaurie, I would like to turn my attention to you, sir. You've been a strong advocate for victims of human trafficking through your work with the Lifeboat Project. I commend you for doing so, sir. Continuing this mask mandate only puts vulnerable children at risk of being preyed upon by traffickers and predators.
The mask mandate puts children in risk for being preyed upon.
Yes.
How?
This is the crux of his entire argument, is masks equal child trafficking. If you're waiting for him to explain it, I mean, he's going to say a lot of words, but if you're waiting for him to actually explain it, you may be waiting a minute.
Okay, let's see what this freedom-loving American has to say.
He does love freedom.
Nonverbal cues are often a first sign for distress in identifying potential victims of human trafficking.
Okay, he's starting to cry, but what he's saying is nonverbal cues identify victims of trafficking. So because the kids have masks, they can't give you nonverbal cues?
I think the kids can't see the non-verbal cues from the traffickers. Asterios, would you fucking sit still?
No, this Drake Wirtz is so goddamn depressing. Jesus Christ. Like, did you see that tweet from Joey Janela today where he was like, yeah, I tried to call my old friend Drake and he's not home anymore. It's like, it's just like, this is a guy who got hit in the head a lot, fell down the QAnon hole, same as what's his name from Mr. Show. Like,
who from Mr. Show?
Fucking Jay Johnston.
Oh, Jay Johnston, you're right. Yeah,
like, it's sad. It's just like, this shit gets to some of these people and they're just gone. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You can't blame it on being hit in the head, though, right?
Part of it. I mean, obviously, not all the Q people have suffered multiple concussions.
Mick
Maybe they all
Foley's
have.
not
I don't
Q.
know.
Mick Foley's not Q.
Well, no, I know, but like not everyone with concussions goes Q, but maybe only people with concussions go
Not
Q.
true. I know a ton of Karens that probably ain't even been smacked in the head one good time, and they go
Well, let's
off.
fix that.
Reset button.
Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Oh boy.
Forcing and normalizing face coverings only makes it easier for sex traffickers to target kids in our community. Protect Seminole County Children Commissioner Galari. And I would like to close with the 30 seconds that I have by calling for the immediate resignation of Emergency Manager Alan Harris. He is an awful leader.
Oh, he's got an audience. He's got a supportive audience here.
Half of the country thinks masks are evil, designed by the devil. Vaccine passport 666, Bill Gates, microchips, child trafficking, Pizzagate, QAnon, devil worship, child stuff.
Where's the lie?
So I'm a mask guy. I wear my mask all the time. I don't mind it. I'm fat. Sometimes it is a little uncomfortable. Like when I was riding a bike up a hill, I took my mask off to breathe a little better through but I was having trouble breathing with or without that mask. But I try to wear that mask as much as possible because I know it makes people around me feel comfortable. Whether or not it saves me, I don't care. If it does, I'm glad. But I know that it makes people around me feel more comfortable when I wear it, so I wear it. At what point do we just decide no more masks just so people like this don't thrive? Like, is it worth it to just say, okay, we're going to take the masks off, not because they're ineffective, but because it's driving people crazy? Actually insane.
They'll find something else to be fucking crazy about, goddammit.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been talking about the mark of the beast ever like, with Real ID was seen as a mark of the beast. Like, every fucking stupid thing is a mark of the beast to these goddamn idiots.
Don't forget Monster Energy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Yeah, there was a crazy lady that said that Monster Energy drinks were the mark of the beast.
Not my monster. Yeah, so
It's really funny.
Right now, Drake Wirtz, NXT referee, is getting a round of applause.
Yeah, let's see how this progresses.
Yeah.
He is not an elected official. He has no business playing the role of a dictator to the people of Seminole County. God bless you all. God bless the great free state of Florida.
Thank you very much. But ladies and gentlemen, it's one thing to clap and everything, and I've asked, before not to. I could see that you weren't going to listen to me, so I did. I just, I'm not going to cause any scene for either side, but please, Mr. Harris has worked hard for all of us, and whether you agree with him or not, he doesn't deserve that kind of treatment.
Okay. But why do you have a pineapple on your desk?
Because it's tropical, man. It's Florida. It's pineapples.
What the hell, man? This pineapple is...
We got the island rhythms.
It's got to be some sort of dog whistle, right? Like, there's no reason for him to have a pineapple here.
Well, this commissioner, for one, is not going to sit here and listen to our staff be attacked. You can agree to disagree with that individual. He's got a job to do to protect 480,000 residents in this community.
Yeah, but I bet you he never wrestled in multiple death matches to standing ovations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You may
I saw him have a banger with Sami Callihan at PWG.
agree, but show the man some respect.
Oh, God.
Here we go again with asking for basic respect. Yeah, this is sad as hell. Imagine this. Imagine being too conservative for the WWE. Like a company that is, I'm going to say 75% Republicans. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, because there's
the wrestlers or the staff.
Many of the wrestlers are too. You know,
some of the wrestlers, but a lot of the wrestlers are left. A lot of the wrestlers are left.
Oh, yeah, no, look, of course, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Diesel, for example. But you know, like. I know, you know, we all
JBL, fuck Tatanka, man. I almost unfollowed Tatanka. It's ridiculous.
Who would have thought a guy that made a career pretending to be Native American might not be cool?
Elizabeth Warren?
You know, there's
Elizabeth Warren, the new Tatanka,
the million dollar man, obviously. Like, you know, and like I get it. A lot of these people are on the right because
Jericho.
Jericho's huge, and his wife was at the Capitol. Like you know, a lot of these people are on the right because they make a lot of money and they don't want to give it up. Like they want low taxes, so they. But it's like Drake Wirtz got demoted for his crazy. Like he was the senior referee, and apparently he was gonna get a job as the timekeeper, which could have led to a job at timekeeping for 205 Live, which would have been like an even more stable position where you're not getting repetitive use injury by banging on the mat 40 times a night. And he lost these opportunities because this QAnon shit.
Because he's too right wing for WWE.
I wonder if they'll send him to like a rehab and get him back on.
I fucking hope so. I mean, look, to seal it up, let's not forget Linda McMahon was in Trump's cabinet and like ran as a Republican twice. And
threw away $65 million on a senatorial campaign that had no chance of winning.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that the guy that beat Linda McMahon the first time she ran lied about fighting in Vietnam and still beat Linda McMahon.
And was still better than her.
Right. Egghead has sent us a promo.
Before you do, I saw a great. There's a great tweet about this yesterday. If I was a pro wrestler caught up in a mild to moderate internet scandal, I would take a deep breath and remind myself that we're never longer than 72 hours away from Drake Wirtz capturing the news cycle by tearfully claiming Popeye's chicken sandwiches sterilize men or something.
Yeah, I was so pissed off that everyone was trying to fucking cancel Chelsea Green the other day because she didn't credit a guy's fan post. Yeah. But then I said to myself, you know what? In 2 days, everyone's going to fucking forget about this. So I'm not going to get too upset about it. And they did all forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. Can Scott be a new AEW? Can Scott be an AEW wrestler? Yes. I mean, I can. I'm not. So it's up to you guys to fix that. Get me an AEW.
Did you know there's an entire
drop everything?
There's an entire Twitter dedicated to Alexa Bliss's ass, and it's just that
one.
And it's a Twitter, and all the tweets are just pictures of her butt.
There's a subreddit
which is kind of grosser now because her character is basically an 8-year-old girl.
Is it? I haven't been watching lately.
There's a subreddit, on Reddit dedicated to wrestlers' butts and boobs and cleave and stuff. And it's called Wrestling with the Plot. And there is another subreddit because that one's not free enough for them. They made a bastardized version of it because that one's too kept.
Ooh, look at this sweet little boy. Look at this little boy named Dusty. So you think you're going to beat me? So you think you're actually going to destroy me, Mickey Richards? Really now?
What was
really?
this?
Okay, so let's take a gander real quick right now. I am releasing everything.
So okay, which is good.
The P-tape?
Egghead speaks like a cowboy because his dad and a lot of his family are all into like Western shit. So I've literally heard Egghead say, "That's smarts," and I've heard him say, he just said, let's take a gander over here. Like he talks.
Let's saddle up, partner. It's time for a promo. A couple observations. One, Dusty the cat, too good for Egghead. Find a better owner. Number two, how come Egghead can never wash his hair right before doing a promo? Just wash your hair.
Is Dusty a beautiful cat?
Yes.
Dusty's a beautiful cat. More beautiful than the bird. Don't tell the bird.
All right.
The unreleased video, the freaking P video. It's all coming to light. You're going down, buddy. They're all going down tomorrow. And look at this little boy. He's such a sweet, handsome boy. He's rubbing up against me. Yes, he is. You are going to be destroyed, buddy.
Is Egghead's thumb covering the microphone on this camera? The audio is so piss poor. You might want to like clean your microphone out from boogers or something, Egghead, or move your
Egghead,
thumb.
I believe you. I believe in you, Egghead.
I also really, really, really like that he's looking at his own eyes in the mirror and not at the camera. That's a really nice touch.
Yeah.
He's a little bit crazy.
Cray.
Is that a Jurassic Park T-shirt? I don't get it.
I think it is.
What's the reference?
Jurassic Park.
It has no cross mixture.
I don't think it's a mashup. I think it's just like cute Jurassic Park.
I'm gonna say it's a Rugrats T-shirt.
There's a raptor and there's a T-Rex.
That's Reptar.
Okay.
I think it's Doug.
We've been watching this guy Skippy lately. He goes on these dates with these women, and he's one of the cringiest people I've ever seen.
Oh,
Skippy
I've
is
seen this guy.
wearing a orange shirt.
I am.
And an orange hat because orange is my favorite color.
I did this on purpose because I want her to, at the end of the date, not hate me.
Okay.
Okay, so what's going on right now?
Okay, so we're at Ruby Tuesdays and we have this really awesome server, Kelsey.
Who is wearing all black.
All black. Our theme for tonight is black, actually.
The theme for the date is black. Yep.
Yeah. And she...
They're on a themed date.
Is this further along in the date I saw before? Because where they went to like the dollar store?
I think this is previous. I swear they referenced the Ruby Tuesday in that video.
Yeah.
Because remember,
you're right.
we had the Ruby Tuesday moment that turned out to not be a Ruby Tuesday moment.
Yeah,
you're right.
These
You're
were
100%
sent to
right.
me out of
didn't
sequence.
have a name tag on. And so we suggested that we make her one just because it would be more fun and she needs a name tag because it matches her personality, right? So I would like to present this name tag
Oh, yeah.
to you. If you could put it on, that would be great. I'm going to go staple it to my head. Yes, that'd be
There's another one where like the girl he's on a date with leaves and goes on a date with another guy. Like leaves and it's a guy that they both know too.
Yeah, ruin your clothes if necessary, but put that on. Well done. And we are currently eating
She doesn't want to
chips
stick
and
around with neuroatypical Jesse Plemons.
We've got black chips. Okay, it's presents time. What's your first present for me and why?
Oh, first, I want you to check out the bag.
Pause this for a second.
A gun.
Can we all agree, and look, let's not go too far with this. Can we all
We'll
agree
see.
that this is performatively heterosexual?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think he's just kind of awkward.
I mean, I feel like you've described most of my adult life.
Are you
something? It's just imagine having to be so heterosexual that you have to put your dates with girls in video on the internet.
Film them.
Are you factoring in that he's a Mormon that is saving himself for marriage?
Oh, he's a Mormon. Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
that actually changes the calculus a lot.
I think
okay,
so.
Thank you.
So the first gift that I got for you.
Oh, a doggy ball.
A doggy bowl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is after the dollar store.
Yeah, it must
'Cause
be.
she
This is
bought
after the
that
dollar
at-
store.
She
Yeah,
bought that at the dollar store. So they were going to go to Ruby Tuesdays maybe after the dollar store thing, and that's where we got that. By the way, if you're a guy and you think I'm cute and you want to go to the dollar store and then take me to Ruby Tuesdays, I've never been to a Ruby
I don't
Tuesdays.
think there are any anywhere around here.
They have unlimited French fries at Ruby Tuesdays.
They have that at Red Robin, and I can't even eat French fries right
sorry,
now.
I was
Ruby
thinking of
Tuesdays
Red Robin.
has a big salad bar.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's like an oversized all-you-can-eat kind of salad bar experience.
I saw that the Sizzler that was by SeaTac is shut down. I can only think it's COVID based because of their massive salad bar operation.
Sizzler's done. Sizzler's bankrupt.
Damn.
They're gone.
Are you going to explain the bag to me?
The bag because it's big. Okay. I have had a whale of a good time with you.
Oh, well, that's it.
Turn it up. Shut it down.
That's it, folks. We
Shut
can't.
it down.
We can't ever watch him ever again.
He hits you with a cringe
No,
laser.
We'll see. We'll see you next time, folks.
I've had a whale of a
Show's
good
over.
time with you.
The second gift is a cowboy hat.
Again,
My hat is off to you.
not.
Your clever idea.
Oh, stop you! Stop you! Your hat is off to him, but your bra is definitely not. She's got that thing double bolstered in the back.
She got a padlock on it.
Aw, so nice.
I know. But you have to put it on.
Yeah, like we saw this other one where he went on this other date. He went on 3 dates with this girl, and the first one she actually like made out with him. And then she put him in the friend zone like I don't know if she was drunk when it happened or what. Like I don't know. I don't know
Or just a woman.
You know, his follow-up game was horrible.
It was really bad.
Went too deep on her. If he would have played it cool, maybe he would have been able to do some more smooching. But instead
I
he
never
was-
go too deep on a woman. I always go very shallow on a woman, and that's how I keep them.
Yes.
And it fits like a charm.
Yeah, I knew it would.
I call this gift to you the Michael Jackson gift, right?
Oh God.
Oh no.
I'm a little scared.
Yeah, you should be.
Huh. Yeah, you should be.
I'm giving it to you because it don't matter if you're black or white.
Again, can we pause just again?
I'm thinking
Now,
about Roddy Piper when he painted himself half black.
Oh, well, let's go watch that on the Peacock Network. Oh, wait, you
got
can't. It's
rid
been
of it.
censored.
Censorship.
They're
Cowards.
whitewashing.
Show half blackface Piper.
What was that, Asterios?
I'm just going to say one more time. This seems like two people in a school play in a scene where they go on.
I agree.
a date. There's
I agree,
something
absolutely.
is very performative.
I don't know why
about
these
this.
women. I don't know why they agree to even go, because usually they just end up.
And why they go and why they humor him like this.
I
It's
don't,
crazy.
I don't know if he pays them or what.
Look, I don't know if you guys are women. I'm definitely not. But one thing I do know about women is they love to put themselves in horrible positions.
That's true.
Thank you.
Does this guy have a lot of YouTube followers? Is there a
He has a good
clout
amount.
element?
He has a good amount.
So it's like if you go on a date with this guy, you get featured on his YouTube.
I think he's
channel.
got like 40 or 50,000 subs on his channel.
That's way more than I
That's
have.
more than I expected.
Really quick.
That's too many.
And he gets boosted by H3H3. I've heard like a clip where the host of H3H3 was
Yeah.
interviewing him.
Really quick though, speaking of Jesse Plemons, he's engaged to Kirsten Dunst.
Sure.
You won't
Yeah.
mind finding
And they
out
played
I'm
a married
black
couple in
and I
Fargo
just wear,
season
white
2.
makeup.
Not at all.
Hmm?
I kind of expected it.
Oh, right. This is a picture frame, so you can put a picture of like the best time you've had so far.
So I can frame you for sexual harassment.
Yeah, she really dropped the ball on that one.
Yep.
Which
This is a picture frame. And I was thinking the same thing for you.
Oh, cute.
Just get married.
Yeah, just get married over a dollar store picture frame. Oh my God, stop
Get married,
it.
have 8 kids, be miserable for who
Yes.
gives a shit?
Don't you want to just give up? Aren't you tired of getting turned down by guys
Give
who
up!
only want you for your body? Like this guy
Yeah.
wants you for like his body. Huh?
great minds think alike.
I love wanting a woman for your body.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I was thinking that the frame that we could put, the picture that we could put in that one.
Okay, he was thinking the picture you could put in that frame, the frame he gave her, would be fill in the blank, guys. What would it be?
Ultrasound of a half black kid.
Oh my God.
That would tie in with the Michael Jackson dish. Asterios, do you have any?
I had
Can you
ultrasound
top
of
that?
half black kids.
Great minds think alike.
Puppy.
I think he's gonna say a picture of our first kiss.
Oh God.
I think he's gonna say first kiss. Let's
If
see.
he says it, turn it off.
Yeah.
Was the picture of us at the Halloween dance.
There you go.
Aww.
Okay, go again because I just actually
They're going
gave
to
you
dances. They're
my
they're
last
adults. They're probably what, late 20s, early 30s.
Are they though?
They're in Utah.
Okay.
And they're single.
No one's really an adult in Utah.
Yeah, when kids can get married as like 7th and 8th wives, and
that is not legal in Utah.
it's just highly smiled upon.
No, it's not.
Very smiled upon.
It's highly
I mean, no,
smiled
legally,
upon.
no, it's not at all. But Mormons are into it.
Not in
also
Latter-day
magic
Saints.
underwear.
Ooh.
Bag is one of the gifts, right?
Yes, I explained how cleverly picked the bag was.
Oh, okay. Because I actually have 2 more gifts for you.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
I got you some black licorice.
Your final 2 gifts. Okay.
Did that got hard cut? Do you think she made a horrible joke about black licorice, and
I
even
hope
he
so.
was like, "No, we can't put this on YouTube."
I can't put this in the video.
Someone has a birthday this coming Wednesday. Now, when I was a kid and you had a birthday party, one game that everyone was sure to play.
What game?
Is he gonna do spin the bottle?
Twister, pin the tail on the donkey. What do you think?
The only one I thought of, I can't say. I'm reaching for second place.
Damn that licorice.
Asterios, go.
Horrify the Greek comedian? Is that the game he's going to pull out? Because I've already got a copy.
I used to play that at birthday parties when I was a kid.
Oh.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was pin the tail on the burrow. So
On the
On the
burrow.
burrow.
Same thing.
On
the
the
burrow.
burrow. How culturally sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
here's your pin the tail on the burrow for your birthday party. This final gift is black, but it also combines your favorite color. And when I saw this, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do such a great job picking this. Great job.
And
great
what
job
are
here.
What are you cautioning
Great
me
job
about?
to you.
Tim and Eric fan.
What do you?
Do you think he wore that orange shirt to match the little fucking caution cone?
I hope so.
Awesome show.
No, he wore it's her favorite color. That came up earlier.
Sicko. They met at the Halloween dance. He looks like a goddamn jack-o'-lantern right now. Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad.
It's all coming together.
When this is done, can you pull up the clip of this guy making out with someone?
It's not on a clip. No, she admitted it happened, and then she spent 2 other videos trying to get away from it. She even left him and went on a date with this guy that he knows. And he was like, yeah, but we could kind of kiss sometimes, like friends. We could be like friends that kiss. It was interesting. That was a different girl, not this girl. It was a different one. I have another video with her where I have the video where she leaves their date and goes on a date with somebody else.
About?
Going on another date with me, that's totally an at-your-risk maneuver. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that pretty much concludes the gift portion of it. But that's it for Ruby Tuesdays, all right.
Actually, I think it should be important to point out that
Oh, yeah.
the reason we were going to go to Ruby Tuesdays is because he had a gift card for $25
To Ruby Tuesdays.
And as we're sitting here, completely finished with our meal,
Done.
he goes to get his Ruby Tuesdays gift card, and what is it?
Because that's how you're going to pay. Oh, but it happens to be a gift card for Ruby River Steakhouse in Utah.
Oh, so she could have went to a steakhouse?
So he insisted that he go to this. What a loser, man.
Which it turns out he does not have a gift card for.
No,
Yes.
we have to stop, and this is the next level predator that this guy is. He's making her now agree to a second date at Ruby River Steakhouse.
Let's see.
Good move.
Oh, is it? Oh, no.
Yeah. And for some reason they didn't want to accept it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really understand.
Bogus.
But Kelsey was really cool about it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna miss
And so
her.
she declined it in like a nice way.
But we're gonna miss her.
We are.
He tried to use a gift card from another restaurant.
Makes sense.
But it's got Ruby in it.
You know, I'm really stupid. Could you just accept my gift card from another restaurant instead?
I know it's for somewhere else, but let me counter with this. I'm incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later. All right. So we just got done watching one of my favorite movies ever, which
Is it
was...
Roger and Me by your dad, Michael Moore?
That's funnier than Triumph of
This
the Will, which
blockhead
is what
might
I was
have a
going to
little
say.
better luck if he stopped going my Skippy and adopted a grown-up name.
He looks like Michael Moore cosplaying as John Cena. do, 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 do.
Right. And what did you think of that?
I thought it was good. It was funny. It was really random and sporadic.
By the way, can the person filming us turn around and show himself just super quick? Because we've got a guest filmer. Okay, so he's not going to do it.
He's like,
but-
no.
That is my brother.
No.
Really?
He's like, fuck that. Hurry up and finish this so I can go back to doing
Is,
whatever I was
awesome.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And he watched Hot Rod with us.
Yeah. So we watched it, the three of us. So it
And
wasn't the
he's-
most
he's-
romantic thing, but it's not a romantic movie.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's no way that could have been. So it's
Yeah.
totally, it's
But
pretty
we
okay.
did sit on the
Which Braylon
love
gets.
seat. We got to sit on the love seat while watching it. But we didn't like touch hands or anything like that. I would consider it was the
man.
like seat, not a love seat, right?
Ow!
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Or am I like saying
No, man.
like? Is that a little too strong?
Oh man, in front of her brother. This is cute.
You think?
What about a friendly
Can we pause this real quick? I
Yeah.
just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I dropped my webcam.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
here you go.
I literally had to sit down because this is so hard to watch.
Yeah.
As long-time listeners know, I'm standing the whole time usually during the show. This is gold.
Can't.
Like, this guy, this is the new, that dude with the weird eye who makes the magic wands.
King Cobra.
This is the new lady who's like, who thinks she's fucking Brent Spiner. Like, Skippy is gold. I am so happy you're showing me this. He is completely unique. This is so interesting.
Skippy brings it.
Yeah.
Okay, well that actually brings us to this. Okay, so if we go on a date again, are we going out just as friends, or is there
He goes, if we go on a date again, you see her sigh.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Oh,
Here we go.
a date again? Are we going out just as friends, or is there is this a date? This next thing we go out as?
Well, if we were going just as friends, it wouldn't be titled date. It would be titled hanging out.
Okay, so ball in your court.
You can hear him laughing. You can hear her brother holding the camera laughing.
Oh yeah, dude.
What would you like to do?
Yeah.
Would you like to hang out next, or would you like to go on a date next?
Hang out.
I would be fine with either.
No.
Yeah, she's
Don't give him the opening.
She's a good girl. She's gonna give him the
She's too
opportunity.
good.
The problem is he's not gonna take the opportunity.
Your preference, like if you had
Stop!
to pick one.
Stop!
Would you
Stop!
pick?
Do I have to hang this on camera?
I'm
You-
literally.
Camera?
She's like, do I have to do this on camera? And he's like, yeah.
Is there a difference between on camera? Would it be different if it wasn't on
Well,
camera?
yes, because
Yeah, one is on
Yes.
camera and one is not on camera.
It would, in fact, be different.
It would
this
be
is
very different. One would
documented.
have my brother in the room, and one wouldn't.
Man.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at this and watch this and remember
But don't
You're
you think
walking your
honest
way
opinion
out of that date, dude, and you're walking yourself
Never mind, I
even
think I
further
get it.
out of a hangout.
answer, right?
Skippy, I would go on a second date with you.
Date, not renting.
You stupid woman.
Stop!
It's already been clarified.
Okay, in that case,
At this
you
point,
think-
she's got to be like, Skippy, I'm gonna give you a beach, okay? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow your mind. Let's go. And then
Oh my gosh, I get another gift. Oh,
You do.
He got me a bag of Intense Dark Chocolate.
yeah, I did get that
Ghirardelli
for-
because I love.
Hold it still. I'm zooming in on it.
Thank you, Braylon.
3 layers of chocolate. in there.
86 is too dark. It tastes like dirt.
Whoa.
Fuck that.
Okay, so
Too much cocoa for my
she doesn't know what she's just won herself. But she just got a Skippy gift bag, which includes a Skippy loves. It should be likes, but for you, you got this.
Is there a tampon in that bag?
I think in a moment
What
here we're
the-
gonna wrap up and
what-
go watch this movie.
That we could put in his mouth to shut him up forever?
Something, please.
Skippy loves me. You've got.
I don't feel good.
The Skippy. You got the Skippy sticker.
Where do you get
You've got.
I am
Okay.
Skippy Duck.
You've got a Dip 'em stick. Now, granted, these are from like February. So
Okay, it
this
was
is
a
old.
dip 'em stick. It was a dipstick, guys.
Are you
kidding me? Those things never go bad.
Yeah, and then there's also a heart-shaped sucker, and then you've got a Skippy, my very good Mormon friend pin, and then you also get the thing that has been given out for 2 years in a row now at the Sundance Film Festival. Thanks to
A rape
Skippy,
whistle.
I didn't get raped. Rape whistle. So there's one.
I want to die.
Wait. You'll notice that we cut
Billy
away
has a
from-
song called "Rape Whistle" too, by the way.
Oh, that got a look.
He does.
This is about Skippy, Ben.
Look it up.
We're talking about Skippy.
Like, you'll notice that they cut away from her reaction to that.
Yes. Yeah. Very strategically.
Never has a cut been more telling than this goddamn.
Oh.
A Mormon with a rape whistle joke? Like, where are you going to find? This guy's one of a kind. Look out, egghead. Skippy's coming for your belt.
Ooh.
Skippy's
Look
coming.
out.
Don't you worry.
Oh, Skippy, you sicko.
I need to know everything. I know you guys got to go soon. It's already 11:30. We're going for half of that. I'm just saying, next time I'm on, I want to know
more
everything
Skippy.
about Skippy. Like the life of, like, we should all be Googling this guy and like figuring out what's up with Skippy. Like, we need to know what's going on with Skippy. This is great.
I agree.
Skippy's got to be on TikTok doing dances. We are not even looking at. We don't know. We got to see them.
We got to.
I want to see Skippy bust down.
Bust it down, Skippy. Bust it down, Skippy.
I think
on
that'll
him.
be all he's busting.
All right, and with that, we are going to go do our monthly review. We're doing a movie. It's called A Bucket of Blood. We're going to go do it very soon.
Well,
if you're a patron or subscribe star, $10 or more, you get to watch it. So you should go there and do that.
And while Scott and Asterios tell the world all their things, I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Go
I already
ahead.
know your guys' things.
Go for it.
One of a kind, Skippy. Love you, Skippy. Yeah, look, if you guys like me being loud on this podcast, you'll love my podcast, The Loudest Podcast. This week, we take an autism test live on air, so me and my co-host Sriracha can find out exactly where on the spectrum we are.
And the results won't surprise you.
Yes, it was not as high as we expected, but it's higher than is neurotypical. We also review the new anime series Nagatoro. We spoke with Barbie's biggest fan this week. We reviewed that awful Demi Lovato apology where she apologizes for trying to put a frozen yogurt store out of business in our Apology of the Week segment. You can find it all at theloudestpodcast.com. You can find The Loudest Podcast on Spotify, on YouTube, on iTunes, everywhere you find podcasts, you can find The Loudest Podcast. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
And hey, if you want to support a pro wrestler who hasn't been able to pro wrestle in 14 months and has no money, you could send a little something to paypal.me/NotScottHenson. Follow at NotScottHenson on the Twitter and listen to the Worst Year of Our Lives podcast coming at you every Monday and Thursday at all places that have podcasts.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for being on, guys. And for the rest of you, we will see you this coming Saturday. Good night, everyone.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.